Are we, Jay? Are you sure this time around? Remember what happened last time when we were, what's the word
Audio
you're
check.
using?
Good.
Live? Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I'd like an audio check from everyone, so we're going to do this 1-to-1.
From the
Cameron,
Twitch channel. Good.
Hello. Can you
Cameron,
hear me?
speak.
Can you can you hear me?
Audio's good.
That's on one person. You can't say audio's good when there's like 5 people here.
I'm reading the comments, you idiot.
For God's sakes. That's because one of those comments was probably from Give a Guess.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
reading
God.
it.
Representative.
Got a problem with me reading my comment section? Take it up.
I don't know. Well, at least I now know that yours is good. That's great. And last but not least, Vega. Let's hear it.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm here today as well.
All right. Who's certain that we got our audio check good? Are we certain, gentlemen?
Well, it's picking it all up, so yeah.
Good enough for me. All right. Then in that case, let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? What's popping? What's shaking? What's cracking, guys? I am Sam J. Cruz from High Tier Gaming, and with me, as always, is my co-host, J-Dog.
That's good.
So, today, we're going to start off by bringing up the people that we have with us, because we don't have our whole crew, but we have a huge group of them. So, of course, we got Reppin' over here. And then a little bit over there to the left, we've got Vega.
Hello.
Well, that works. That works. And of course, running on the other side is Jester. You were supposed to say something at this point in time. This was your moment to say words like hello or something. Okay, it's fine. He's fine. It's fine. Or Cameron, just so you know, you're Jester. I feel like I should be clear on that, just in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, that is a very big difference between what you said last week, considering you called me a literal piece of metal.
Piece of
I feel like that's
yeah,
my character thing.
Chrome. Listen, that sounds like a dope name. Karoom.
I mean, it does
Made of
when you
metal.
understand
Karoom.
that's what you're being called.
Listen, I'm trying to use codes properly today. All right. So far, so good. I take my victories where I get them. So, last time we checked, you guys came from, well, let's go back a little bit to say that you guys succeeded. Yay! You killed the Blade of Prime City, but with only minor consequences of now being hunted by the people of Prime City, or possibly the soldiers or someone else, who knows? But you do know that it's time to boogie out of here and go into Fantasy Canada. So off to the wilds you go. I still think Fantasy Mexico sounds better. So Fantasy Mexico, but
Until you
cold.
get an
So Fantasy.
STD.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. I feel like it's just Fantasy Canada. Fantasy Mexico, but cold is just Fantasy Canada. I feel like that's pretty clear. Moving on. So you guys ran into Serpentine, and that's where you met Slag, played by the ever-loving Cameron. You guys got a chance to meet. Well, what do we call them now? Shit weasels. Okay, we're gonna that's canon now. We're canoning that shit weasel thing because why not? You guys don't know the actual name. It's fine.
I mean, as far as we know, they were called the Writhing, so Shit Weasel sounds like a better name. It rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah.
It does. It does. They were spitting a lot of shit at you guys, like literally. In between that time, your boy got dropped over there, but you guys all were able to finish off the rest of your your shit weasels, and everybody lived to tell the tale about it. So, welcome back, Kyber. Glad you're not dead. Making new characters are hard. But anyway, so you guys are currently on the road or on your way to Fort Coffin. You were supposed to be there within the week, or Cassandra is leaving your asses behind on her way to Edgemond.
If I remember correctly, it was within 3 days.
Edgemond. Cassandra's going to Edgemond.
3 days?
Yeah. Edge.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember specifically she said 3 days.
Correct.
Oh, damn. So you don't even have a week.
Nice.
That's great.
I'm
So
an edge Cassandra. Yeah.
now that we're at that point and we understand how long we got, I want to be clear, you have some options on your way there. Option 1 is quite clear. Take the road straight to Fort Coffin. Dunzo, quick, painless. You may have to ride the horses or your Pegasuses a little hard, but it's doable. Maybe, give or take. However, you take the road and you're going to be on the road, which means
On the
people
road
will
again.
know you're there, which means that if someone else is also taking the road, you might find yourself, found because someone else might have already come a little more prepared than you were. But
Found town.
the choice is, of course, yours. Are we taking the road, direct route, straight shot, or are we going to take going to
The
go through the
Pegasi.
jungle, take a little bit of the wild side route?
So we're flying, right?
Well, that's just the thing. If you decide to fly, you're going to be flying over the jungle side. If you decide to ride, you can take the road and you'll be okay. Well,
Can I
be
check to see
okay.
if I know any paths between Serpentine and Coffin that's a little bit more discreet?
You wouldn't even have to check on that one because you would know that there is one path between Fort Coffin and Serpentine. There is only one path because it's a small village. They're not, it's not a big place. It's not like a well-trodden location. But the most important part here is that if you're staying on the road, that straight shot. But you also know that doing a flyby, you'd need to stay out of range of the road. Otherwise, people would still see you while you're flying over. Which means you can take some of the jungle area, but it also means you'll probably burn the horses faster. And it's going to take, you're going to have to stop a bit more, probably eat a bit more. They'll definitely need to eat. Which, now that you think about it, you don't think you have any food for them. You didn't stop for supplies. So that's kind of where you're looking. So I guess the question is, which way are we going, gentlemen?
I'd like to ask the plants
What would you like to ask the plants?
if there's a safe passage to fly through the forest, or if there's somewhere nearby where we could get feed.
So you're going to hear on the wind, Fort Coffin, and stop trying to find secret ways around it. And then, of course, the other answer is no. So saith the plants. So, gentlemen, what's our plan?
Okay.
Boys, someone's got to make
Yeah,
a
Take the
decision.
road. Less traveled. And
I
how
mean,
come
to
we're
be
not?
fair, we
Why can't we get into fucking the dialogue room or some shit?
We certainly can, but that question is whether or not we're going to need to have a conversation about this, or whether we're just picking and rolling.
Oh, I thought that we were having. My bad.
Are we picking and
sounds
rolling,
like
or
we're
do we need to talk about this?
We'll have a
no, sounds like we're
conversation.
railroading.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then, we don't want a railroad, so let's move our way into the dialogue room. Yuki, Tiber, Slag, Jester, and Ally. Or should we say, the conscience. So, you guys currently have already started making your way down the quote-unquote roadway. And on your way down the road, you guys are just riding right now, kind of a light trotting pace. You already see a couple people passing by. The road's not crazy full, but there are a couple people that pass by, and they
I
kind of
can't believe
glance
I
over
forgot
at
I
you.
could do this. I can change our disguises. I'm not wanted.
Mm.
Y'all are. I could just change how y'all look.
Ooh.
There you go.
I'm also not wanted, for the record.
Yeah, you are.
Can I be
Okay,
tall?
I can only change a certain amount of stuff. Let's see.
I wish I was baller. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Change of look, anything they are wearing to or have equipped, and changes lasting 10 minutes and can expend 15 to make these changes permanent. So, as long as I get enough warning, I can change how y'all look for at least 10 minutes.
Can you keep reactivating it?
It costs some energy, but yeah,
We should only activate it if we need it. If we hear someone coming, then we activate it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So if one of y'all, if the plant dude could have one of his like rosebuds standing a little bit further ahead of us, give us warning, and I can just make us look like merchants or something. I mean, I'm already a local drug dealer, so
I can also send my conscience up the road as well because he's not wanted.
you'd know.
So I'll send him up and he'll signal us if there's something wrong.
So here's my question. Your conscience does not have a Pegasus of its own. You guys are on Pegasus. Each on one.
We're just walking.
The Rosebud could probably get away with it, but it's going to take a lot of energy from it. It will probably be exhausted itself trying to keep ahead of you guys. Rosebuds they are not that fast. Now, as for your end, you probably would have the ability to readjust them as necessary. But I will say, I want to make sure I'm right. Wardrobe change is normally done. Let me see if there's an outside of combat. If there's not an outside of combat, it will take you something specific. Survey says energy, and those are unwilling targets. So technically, you would have to use morale normally, but because of the fact that technically it could probably be used in or out of combat, you could probably get away with it. Changing them permanently would take a lot from you, but if you guys make sure to rest, every bit in a while, you could
I mean, we
slowly
got 3
make
days.
some
We
of these.
gotta at least take one rest.
Yeah, you're gonna need to take at least 2. You're gonna need a lunch, and you're gonna need like full on sleep. Those are 2 separate rests that are absolute that you will need just to get through the day. Now, the thing that you have to concern yourself with is how long it's going to take you to get all those set up for everyone. And while you're not set up like that, you're going to be vulnerable. Because while we say, when it comes down to the people who are wanted, technically, that's going to be Chester, Yuki, and Kyber. The Conscience is not wanted. And technically, Slag, neither are you.
Oh boy, my
The Conscience is seen all the time. He's just not seen like with the group directly.
correct.
So he was not recognized as one of the wanted members. And Slag, while you're not wanted for this crime, you kind of are wanted. Just not for this crime.
I mean, yes, I did admit that I'm a drug dealer.
Yeah, that
Well,
one definitely is going to put you in hot water with some people. And you have a feeling that if one of the guards from Prime City caught you, you probably have a picture or two up there, and they take you in that regard of, oh hey, we caught that drug dealer that we've been hunting down, that stupid supplier that keeps coming back with drugs, bringing it into our city, the bastard.
He's the
well, I
plug.
prefer the aromatic healer.
That's what they said. Drug dealer.
Okay, so we go up
Plug.
the path, send my conscience up, and also a rosebud.
What if we had the rosebud sitting on the conscience shoulder? That'll make it a little bit easier on the rosebud.
Could do, yeah, double vision, I guess.
Correct. However, we're back to the same problem. Your conscience does not have his own Pegasus, which means in order to do that, you guys are going to need to share someone's going to need to share a Pegasus and leave the conscience with his own.
Right.
He can use mine. I'm not very big.
Okay. You can jump on
Okay.
the back of mine then.
Cool.
Back to back though. I'm running backwards.
Oh yeah, butt to butt.
Also, who am I riding with?
Actually, Slag. Ooh. Yeah, that actually is a good point.
I'm pretty sure I know I'm gonna have to ride bitch seat with someone.
Yeah.
Probably Chester then.
So, gentlemen, is that our plan?
I'm aboard, Slag.
Alrighty, fair enough. I'll try not to burn you.
All right, so we're going up this.
Okay.
Going up the normal route. If we need to, we're gonna change disguise. And Conscience is getting his own one with the rosebud, and then Yuki's on mine, and Slag is on Grimspeak. Cool. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Cool. Unanimous. Let's go.
Fantastic. This has been an episode of The Dialogue Room. Thank you for joining us here. Okay, so we are taking the roadway. It's a straight forward, simple shot. You're sending up your conscience ahead of the group. Your first day isn't going to go without too much trouble. I will need each of you, however, to go ahead and start off by expending out one of your meals for yourself, and then one for each Pegasus that you have.
What was it?
I don't have any food.
It's fine. We're only on 2 Pegasus, so it only needs a food each.
Actually, you're on 3 because your conscience is on 1. And actually, you do have food. You just have to exit out as you use it.
Yes, I know that.
No, not you. Yeah.
Oh no,
See?
I was talking to he's talking to me.
All right.
Okay. So right now you have 5 days worth of rations on your end. So let's make sure we know who's spending what, so that we're not multi-spending, because you might
I only
need
have
those
one
later.
ration.
Okay. How many have you used? Because when you exit out,
Since when?
You used 1 over the course of a day, I believe, because you guys didn't actually stop at a place to eat. So if you notice, you don't have 1, you've used 1.
Yeah. I need to use 3 then.
Oh, so the green X is using 1?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, then I have more than 1.
You do. So everybody go ahead and burn 1 for yourself. And then who's burning 1 for the 3 Pegasus you have with you? Or who's burning...
You only have to burn 1 for that.
No, you have to burn... I was going to say who's burning 3 for it, because you guys are going to need... They're not really...
I'll burn 1 for a Pegasi.
Me,
Cool.
my Pegasus, and the Pegasus that my conscience has. Okay. Right.
Cool. Who's burning for that last Pegasi?
Pegasus.
I already did.
I will. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. He's actually correct. He already burned it for it. Chester, you're good.
All right.
Keep that extra 1. Okay. So let's start off with your rest. So over this course of time, you're actually going to gain back your full energy and your full grit. Now, here's the thing I need to know. Who is going to be watching while this is going on? Because
I got more energy.
If someone is actually watching, where are you at? Yuki, your initiative got boosted.
So
I'll take a walk.
Right, so you'll gain back more energy each time.
Okay.
So what's up?
I'll take the watch.
Okay, so here's how it's going to work. If you're taking a full watch, you're not going to get any rest. If you're taking a partial watch, it's going to be more of a partial watch. If you're taking a partial watch, then it's going to end up where each of you are going to get some amount of energy back, some amount of grit back, and you'll probably get like 1 life force back. but you won't get the respective full rest. So that needs to be
Well,
made
wait.
aware when it comes down to it.
I thought
Yes.
we sent the conscience and the rosebud to be
Up
the
ahead.
watch.
Correct. You've sent them up ahead when you took the ride. This is day 1. So we've gone through the whole day. We're now at nighttime.
Oh, then they'd be with
This
us
is
at
where you
that
guys
point.
correct, which is why you had to feed their horse.
Yeah, well, in that
And
case, my conscience...
speaking of that, Jake, go ahead and burn a meal for your conscience as well.
Okay. So he doesn't have his own fucking shit. All right. Well, that's
No, sir.
cool. I have no rations now. Awesome.
I got some rations. I can feed your conscience.
No, that's fine. I'll do it this time. I just don't have anything for me and him next. Well, he can take the full watch then.
Okay, so that means he's going to be exhausted when you guys actually start up the next day. If you're all right with that, that's perfectly fine. But just be aware of that.
Well, what does that mean
You
for
keep-
him? Because he doesn't go into combat.
No, but that does mean that when it comes to you want him to scout ahead, he's only mortal. So you asking him to keep an eye out on the road and keep watch, his mind's not going to be right. Imagine staying up all night after
Well, what
taking a
happens
full
if he
ride out here.
takes most of the watch then?
He should be fine that way.
Alright,
It's just
he'll
one of
take
you
most of
guys.
the watch
That
until-
means one of you guys won't get as much back.
I'll take a half watch.
Okay, perfectly fine. So, in that case, let's make sure we go
Can the
through.
rose do any half?
It's a fair point. He's got a rosebud.
Actually, that is completely doable.
There you go. Half and half to
Your
that.
rosebud certainly can. Okay, so in
Alright.
that case, all of you are going to get back exactly what we come up with. You ready? So, for your rest, because the team has planned ahead. Good job, guys. First things first, as we know, you get back your maximum energy and your maximum grit.
Mhm.
As for your sleep, you're only going to take 6 so that the 2 of them don't burn themselves out, but you'll get back 2 plus your vigor in life force or body.
So we got
And
add life force.
you're gonna get that much life force. What's your vigor?
I don't know.
Do we get any morale
Well,
for this as well?
check your hang 10. Check your rank stats. Your vigor is 0, I see. So you're gonna get back 2. So let me see. For each of you, Slag, yours is 0. I think Kyber, you have some, if I'm correct.
No, I don't. No, I've already given
No,
mine.
0 as well then. Okay. And then Chester, you have 3. So, and well, Chester didn't have to worry about much. Anyway, good job, buddy. All right. So, in answer to your question, for your morale, you're each going to get back 1. In order to ensure that you don't exhaust your conscience, you're going to have to just stop at 6. Normally, I'd say, hey, you can go up to 8, but between the 2 of them to safely go through this, you're going to have to stop at, well, 6. All right for you guys? Cool. So then, in this case, you are going to find yourselves a little closer to your 3-day journey. You're about nearly, a little more than halfway there.
Oh, while we're resting, can I make a wild check to see if there's any hallucinogenic mushrooms around or any kind of usable mushrooms?
Go ahead, give it to me. See what you got. Give me a 17, though. This isn't exactly your most familiar territory.
One second, my thing's not wanting to roll.
Just refresh your page.
Yep, refresh the whole thing and then step back into the chat. It happens.
If I give him some words of encouragement, can he use buffs on it?
Absolutely. Though I believe in this case, your words of encouragement would take morale because you're not in combat. Let's see. Yeah, let me just double check your words. Yeah, your words of encouragement normally would take energy, so it would take morale in this case.
I only got 1 morale.
In this case, I would recommend you hang on to it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't find nothing.
So the thing is, your search is happening on the road. You're not, while while you guys are resting, you kind of stepped out a little ways. You didn't want to go too far away from camp, and you weren't able to find anything from that spot. And then once you hop back on the road, you kind of searched around a little bit, but it was mostly just by vision. So sadly, you're on the road. It's a lot harder to find the mushrooms you're hoping for on the road, the well-tread path. If anything, people have probably yapped a couple of those before you did.
Fair enough.
So, gentlemen, the day is going to continue to stretch forward. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you're on your way? Just so I'm clear. Or are we just going forward? No? All right. Cool. So, this day, your second day, is a little, well, it's a lot different from your first one. I would say, who's got the highest perception here?
I think it's Chester.
Chester, what's your
I
perception?
have a 1, I believe.
I got 3.
Oh, that's you
That's
then.
what I thought it was Slag. I wasn't sure. Slag, you would be the first to smell rain. You won't actually need to do a check on this one. It's just you smell rain.
Purple rain.
It takes
nice.
probably about an hour before the rain starts. It's a drizzle at first, and then it starts to hit hard. Really hard.
I suggest we find shelter before it gets too bad, because this is not going to be a fun tread.
Okay. Are there any caves nearby?
Absolutely, you could find a cave. I mean, it might not be the prettiest lot, but I will let you know, though, if you do plan on stopping, you might be putting your expedition on a late run.
So either we find shelter and be late and ruin the whole thing, or just power through, right?
Do we
Basically,
have umbrellas?
see, here's the thing. Umbrellas might protect your head from water, but it's not your head that you got to worry about. You boys are walking through this, and each Pegasus is carrying someone. In fact, many of them are carrying 2. And while Yuki, you might not be all that heavy, you're not all that light either. Travel will be harder, and it will take longer. But
So we're
just
fucked
so we're
either
clear,
way.
just so you're clear,
Correct.
you don't so much have to find a cave. You could just set up your tents and try to wait out the rain.
Can I see how
Go ahead.
bad the weather's going to be?
You would imagine this might take a couple hours. The way
Okay.
it took a while before it started to pour this heavy, and your guesstimation is if it had just started pouring immediately, you'd have maybe a couple minutes of it. If it had started pouring a little bit after, that's something else, but it was drizzling for a while before it started pouring. Your
So,
guesstimation, couple hours.
so either way, we have to stop, and it's just going to be ruined anyway. So.
Well, the other way you could trek through, but it would be harder on your Pegasus.
Can we fly above the clouds?
You certainly could, but remember what we said last time. Flying is hard, and it's not something they are naturally going to do with passengers, certainly not with multiples. Easily. You can
Not
do
to
it.
mention you're flying in the rain. That's not a good idea, regardless.
Well, you can he brought up you can fly above the clouds. To some extent, you probably could fly out of their general radius or at a point where you're not running through as much. But we're looking at different ways that could make it worse. So, boys, what is our plan?
I said we just make up some tents. That'll probably be the easiest and most likely way we don't get fucked over.
Tents, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we have to stop anyway, because otherwise, there's no way around stopping. That's obvious.
Alrighty, so we're stopping, are we? Oh, great. Gentlemen, you guys set up camp in this thick rain. It's pouring down pretty heavy, and you've set yourselves up pretty nicely. The fire will probably last out for a bit, but again, your biggest concern is now the interest of time.
Mhm.
1 hour becomes 2. 2 hours become 3. 3 hours become 4. And somewhere around the 5th hour, Slag, I need you to give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 12.
You're not sure what it is you're hearing, but it doesn't sound like rain. It sounds more like barking.
Am I close near anybody?
Well, how did you guys bunk up? Because I'm guessing you didn't all just open up your own tents and say, we're all going to sit by our own tents.
No, I
Like,
presume we're all by the campfire.
yeah, I mean, you probably hung your tents out and might be sitting inside or somewhat inside them with kind of like the tents open a bit so that you guys can still talk to each other. So as a group, you could still talk.
I quickly say in a rather loud hush voice, I do not sure what I hear, but I know I hear dogs.
Is my conscience anywhere around trying to alert us?
Did you leave your conscience in the rain, or did you keep him with you guys?
He was meant to stay ahead of us. He doesn't go further ahead than we are. If we've stopped somewhere, he
Right.
stops somewhere close by.
So then the question I ask is not whether your conscience is there. It's whether your conscience is with you guys, protected from the rain, the cold, windy rain, or whether you told your conscience to stay out in the element to watch the area.
No, I would have told him to find cover somewhere nearby where he could keep lookout.
Okay, gotcha. So he hasn't currently come back at this moment.
I would have given similar orders to the Rosebud, who would
Is
have
that
no issue with the rain.
right? Is the Rosebud staying? Was it meant to stay with him or return on its own?
Yeah, with him for support.
Okay, gotcha. So we're still at this point where you guys haven't heard from either of them currently. What's the plan, gang?
I'm gonna see if I can stealth around and see if I can get a better idea of if anything's coming towards us or if anything's going by us.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you guys some mappings so that the gang gets to be here. All right. So where are you looking to go? Because you probably would have heard the sound somewhere around this area. It's probably in this direction. I understand you're looking to head off in that way then.
Well, I'll probably go around this area and then into these woods right around here, trying to see if I can get an idea of if anything's coming towards us.
Well, then you would be the first to run into a small rosebud, which will look at you and go meep with a salute, and then start gibbering. So, curious, do you speak wild? If we look at your origin, your
I
languages
speak
are.
Hearth Tongue and Flame Tongue.
So, it is definitely gibbering.
Yeah.
I point back towards the camp and say, I don't understand a damn word you saying. Go back to your papa.
It salutes you and digs into the dirt. A little bit later, Chester, your rosebud is going to appear next to you and start gibbering at you. You, however, are used to the gibbering and have gone beyond needing to know exactly what it's saying and rather have a general idea.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it
we have like a plant telepathy.
right.
Yeah.
So it basically gives you the understanding that dog creatures, like dog things with multiple tails and men with nets,
Mm-hmm.
it seems it doesn't seem to be good at counting, but it does the whole thing with its hands that looks like this many.
Mm-hmm.
Chester,
So
ask it about my conscience.
What about the guy you were with? Report.
so it basically does this whole thing where it pretends to be two separate people at once. At first it has its one person looking out and then shows another person looking out one direction and one person looking out another direction, and then it shows
Mm-hmm.
another person looking out, the first person that was looking out in one direction point in one direction and then lean over and whisper to the person looking out in the other direction, and then it shows the other person putting a hand up to their ear, nodding, nodding, and then has the person that was whispering pointing in the direction of you guys, and then the one that was listening points in that direction, nods, salutes, and pretends to run in you guys' direction.
So basically, they just sent us a warning.
Yeah.
Short, sweet, simple. I mean, take all the fun out of it, but yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to use the disguise.
That would be a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So,
So I head over back to the camp to try and figure out what the hell's going on.
yeah, I mean, you guys get together and already explained what exactly the situation is.
Okay. Let's attempt these disguises then, I guess.
Alrighty, what do y'all want to look like? Like a bunch of merchants, or do you want to look like mercenaries?
Merchants, I think, would probably be better.
Okay. We need at least one or two mercenaries. So let's say 2 people be merchants, 2 people be mercs.
I'll be
At
a
least
merc,
that.
I guess.
Alrighty. So do you want like full plate mail or do you want like leathers?
Levers, I guess.
Alrighty. So who wants to be the merchants?
I'll be merchant.
I mean,
I'm
okay,
small.
I'll be the other merchant considering I'm the only one with any kind of vials on me. So I'll just alrighty, and then y'all two be.
Kind of already are a merchant.
Fair enough. I do prefer in the more aromatic arts.
That sounds
Typical
good.
alien's gonna have to sell some of his gash.
I'll be the.
Money of it. Yeah, he's the plug. What are you talking about?
Let's do this.
Alrighty.
All right. Sounds like we have ourselves a plan, and if that's the
Alrighty.
case, good.
How much energy am I gonna have to cost?
So normally, out of combat would be morale rather than energy, but because of the fact that this thing technically could work out of combat as well, it's fine. Just expend it as normal. So just know the amount of energy. I believe. How long does it last for?
10
if you don't
minutes.
do the okay. So that means that you can burn it for each of you guys. Burn 3 for each of you guys with the understanding that you have 10 minutes before it fades and the illusion is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough?
Can he just
Alright,
recast
sounds
it?
good.
He
Yes,
certainly
but I need to recoup energy, which
that
is 2
and
times the wheel.
recasting it is going to be obvious. There's no secrecy to it per se. Changing your appearance once it starts fading off, it'll be obvious that it's fading off.
No, before the timer runs out, before it starts fading, he'll recast it.
You don't think someone would notice him using witch doctor magic?
I mean, I'll just say I have to go take a shit.
It's possible.
Or
Definitely.
if they see it, I'll just be like, he's trying to stop the weather.
Hey, I'm not here to challenge your authority. I'm more interested in how this will play out. So, I'm going to let you know they've already seemed to start moving in that direction.
We need to do this now, guys.
Alrighty. So, 2 merchants and 2 mercenaries. Remember the stick.
Alrighty. So, go ahead and burn that energy.
Alrighty.
So, it's 3 a pop, 4 you in total.
12.
You got it.
Good thing I bought one of them powers. Fuck me.
All right, let me make sure I got it right. And I want to make sure the last one. Perfect. Alrighty. You're all set then, gentlemen.
I'm glad we went with plan A instead of plan B.
Mm-hmm.
We would have been fucked.
So,
Plan A is still in effect if we don't get them out of here in 10 minutes, so... Here you go.
No, plan B was burn them all alive.
Oh, was that plan?
Oh, was that plan B? Oh, that's plan B.
I
Yeah,
thought-
that's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we're all clear on that. So, these guys come up and you guys go to greet them. So, I'm curious, are all of you still staying your same legacy? Or are you taking a single legacy as your form? Because actually, I should probably check on Skag's. I want to say it just changes what you're looking like. Like you're. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it just changes what you look like. It doesn't change anything else.
let's
Sounds good
see.
to me.
Technically, it says, yeah, it says a personal style, give or take. So actually, it doesn't say anything beyond the fact that you can change the look of anything you're wearing or equipped in. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's just like a minor illusion, and then if I spend a full 15, then it permanently changes it without changing the effects.
Cool.
So, like, say
Sweet.
someone's wearing plate mail, I could change them into leather, and they'd still be technically wearing plate mail, but it basically becomes leather.
Nice, cool.
It's a permanent change. I like it. All right. So these guys come up, and the first person you notice is actually the one who's next to what seems like the main guy in charge. So these 2 guys are going to step up. Evening, travelers. The man that speaks is actually a guard you may have seen before.
Ah, I remember.
Evening, travelers. I hope you don't mind us intruding. We're looking for, well, some psychopaths. They killed a very important member of our city, and I'm hoping to, well, put them to justice.
Honorable work, sir.
Thank you. I'm so very sorry about this, but our dogs have been on their scent for quite a while. And they've brought us here. It's. I know. It's an insane pain in the brain to have this problem, but it's it's my job,
Well,
and I'm curious. Am I able to oh, search your premises? I understand it's intruding, but if I don't, uh, you
Well,
know,
might you describe the individuals? We may have seen them on our journey. We just came from Serpentine, and we just heard a whole lot of commotion as we were leaving.
really,
Yes. I mean, that place was creepy to begin with, but then suddenly, as we were just leaving the city, just as it was leaving our vision, a massive ball of fire occurred. So maybe they hit there?
damn, the place was creepy to me too. It gave me the creeps as well. Well, simply put, they let's see. There was a little Nomar, little green man, roughly about the height of this gentleman here. I'm sorry. So he kind of points to you, Yuki. My apologies. I know it seems stupid to point you out. That's kind of racist, but I don't mean to be. I'm just making regular comparisons. Um, there was a
Point at
Nomar.
one tree, point at them all. Don't worry.
Oh wow. I do not agree with his statement. Just so we are clear, he kind of looks back to the catchers, and one of them, they're kind of nodding along with you with that, one tree. You've seen them all, and so he looks back to the catchers for support. They all kind of nod with, and they shake their heads after looking at the captain. I, there was a Nomar. There was an Andrite. Um, there was a Penteran. And there was also an Arborian.
I think we did see them. I think they turned back around and went through back to Serpentine, I think.
Now you mention it, weren't they like flying on Pegasi?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were.
The catcher speaks up this time around. The man next to him. Yeah, that's the thing. Pegasi are cute and all that, but they can't fly forever. We knew that. That's why we only took ours most of the way here. Rode those little fucks hard. Killed them all. But hey, do what you gotta do for the hunt.
Well, wouldn't it
Wait,
be
you killed
what?
an extremely expensive horse just to catch some perpetrators?
Well, they did say they were
Perpet-
psychopaths.
perpetrators. You have to understand something. They're worse than that. They killed the they killed the blade of Prime City.
I'd like to take a shocked look and like, the blade of Prime City is dead?
He was doing a job, and they got a lucky shot on him.
Damn. Well, if that's the case, they might have taken off on the Pegasus, leaving the smell trail behind and gone back. Because I'm pretty sure I saw some Pegasus flying back towards Serpentine earlier. I can't be sure it
Was
was
that
them,
before or
but
after the big fireball?
no, I think that was after.
Gentlemen, the two of you will need to give me a combined deception check. I'll let you know that the captain might not be so difficult to fool, but as you look at the catcher, you're seeing what looks like a lot of distrust. Maybe it's from just his natural way, or maybe it's for other reasons.
Combined
But
total
he
of
certainly does.
fucking shitall.
You ain't
All
wrong.
right. So,
Forgive me, I haven't been out my village very often, so if it sounds like I'm surprised by some things, please don't look too far on me.
Slag, I see a 3 on your end.
2 on mine.
However, a 2. Okay, gotcha. So, the captain's kind of nodding along with you, but the one next to him doesn't seem phased by your statement. Uh, so, just so I'm clear, you guys watched some Pegasus fly the direction opposite us.
I mean,
Is that right?
we saw some going over a while ago, but we don't know if it was them. Could have been some others.
Yeah, I
Going
mean,
Like,
we're
just
just some merchants and some couple mercs. I mean, you can't expect us to start hunting down people who killed the blade of the city. I mean, we'll report it, but you don't think we're crazy enough to walk into a den of bears and willingly do our deaths, would you?
well, I'd hope not. But I guess my question is, when did you report this?
I mean, we haven't gotten the chance to. We just left Serpentine.
yeah, we're on the
Okay.
road. We were going to report it when we get to our next destination, but since you're here looking for them, we might as well have reported it to you, which is what we've done.
About how many hours ago you think this was?
Maybe about.
So the captain kind of looked at him like, why would they remember? Please, you brought me to catch them. I'm a dog catcher. It's what I do. May I finish? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Don't be sorry. You'll answer my questions. How many hours ago?
An hour and a half, maybe. I think.
Hour and a half. Since storming pretty hard. So you saw how many Pegasus flying up into a storm?
4.
4. Interesting. Kind of like the number of Pegasus you guys have here.
We only
4.
have 3.
So here's my question: are you saying that
There's only
your
3 Pegasus.
conscience
My conscience
took
Yeah,
still
the
has the
Conscious has the other
Pegasus. He's
Pegasus.
not back, is he? So we only have the 3.
2.
he brought the Pegasus with him while he was hiding and
2.
I
scouting
mean, yeah,
ahead?
I would assume so.
Well, is he back, Sam? No, he's not. So the
2.
Pegasus is not with him.
I just want to make sure we're clear. You do understand that if you're doing a scouting and you bring a horse with you, you're not a very good scout, right? Just want to make sure we're clear because we're talking about someone who does a lot of scouting. I would definitely tell
You
you
made
that
it
it's
very
highly
promptly
unlikely
that he needed the Pegasus to be out on scouting
to
missions. You
be
made
ahead
that.
of
Yeah,
you,
you can't
right?
Everyone
really pull
heard
back
it.
on that at this point.
No, all I'm saying is you guys have pulled yourselves together, and you're saying he brought it with him
He
to
took it
look
with him
out ahead of
because
you.
you said when he needed
Okay.
he needed it to scout ahead. He's not with us right
To-
now. The Rosebud dug its way back. He's not come back with the
Okay.
Pegasus, so there's only 3 there.
All
Yeah,
right.
Sam,
All right.
you better watch yourself,
2.
or we're gonna
We only
take
had
you
3 in the
into the
first
beat
place.
up room.
Glug never had one.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So he's basically gonna look over you. I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. You saw a group fly into the storm about an hour ago. Were they still on the road? Were they headed
No,
toward the
they were.
forest?
They flew over us, and it looked like they were heading towards Serpentine. They might have
Hmm.
changed direction somewhere along the way. I don't know, but when they
I
flew
mean,
over us,
best
they
way
were
to
heading
hide
in
from
this
someone tracking you.
direction. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
Interesting.
what kind of idiots you're trying to hide goes across the road directly to a different town?
That would be pretty silly.
Yeah, it would be. It really would be.
I
Captain,
mean,
can I speak with you in private? Uh, I mean, sure, but shouldn't we get back on the trail if they're If they're off on the trail, shouldn't we? Captain, can I speak with you in private? Of, of course. Uh, Gentlemen, have a good day. Don't go anywhere, boys. We're we're not done talking. Still have some questions about these guys. So, the two of them kind of walk off. Boys, men, I'm a little worried that these men might be in danger. Secure the camp, just to make sure. I'd hate for those psychos to come back. Yes, sir. So one's gonna head over here. One's gonna head this way. Two gonna head up over here. One's gonna head over here. Over here. And this one's gonna actually head over with that guy.
Can I make a check to see if the dog catcher has ever bought drugs from me?
Go ahead and give me a memorization. You probably recall that several dog catchers have, and a couple might know you by name and face.
Do I happen to see any of them here?
In fact, you'd probably see one here and one there. The one thing you notice is that they made eye contact with you and then immediately looked away.
I'm gonna try and do something. It's probably gonna fuck us, but at this point we're kind of fucked already.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll plan accordingly.
I'm gonna try and convince one of these two to convince the other dude to leave us the fuck alone, saying that we're not the psychos. We're just a couple people trying to make a fun mushroom run.
Just say we're gonna try and sell some goods in Fort Coffin, and we need to set off.
Alrighty, I'd like to come up to this individual personally.
So as you do, he kind of, hey, check over there and check over there just to make sure we've got that spot locked in. What do you mean that spot locked? Look, he's my cousin. Can I just... Fine, fine. Why didn't you tell that to the captain? Yeah, come on. You know how the captain is. So he kind of walks off. You know, the guy looks at you. Slag, what the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to make a damn business run. What the hell are y'all doing?
We're hunting people who are clearly, from what I hear, they killed the Blade of Prime City.
And you think I would associate myself with such people? I mean, I might be dirt, but I ain't exactly that kind of dirt.
Well, I know that, but again, do you think I have any pull with the captain to say otherwise? Plus, he brought
No,
that goody two shoes.
no, but you and the rest of the boys who know I don't do that kind of shit can at least attest to the goody tissues to convince the other dude to leave us the fuck alone before you and the other dude over there gets pulled down with me.
I. Mm,
I mean, I'll throw in a little bit of a let's say a discount, say half price next deal.
all right, look. If I misplace you, we'll call it even. Okay? You just kind of wander off into the woods and don't turn around.
You
Because
know that's not gonna work.
these hounds have their scent. The hounds have their scent. It wasn't. What do you think? We just walked out here just because? He got scourge hounds out here. They already caught their scent hours ago, before the storm. On foot, which means they weren't flying off anywhere.
Well, how
We
about this?
rode out of, well, you know, They rode out of Serpentine.
How about this? I hand you this, which I'm fairly certain has their scent on it. I take a piece of cloth with a sleeping powder on it, and then you give it to the dogs.
Okay, I can try, but I'm gonna tell you now. Because they brought us here, he's convinced that you guys are hiding them somewhere.
Well, then let them search the camp. We ain't got nothing. Just take us to the side. We'll wait patiently outside the woods while you guys search the camp, and you ain't gonna find nothing. They ain't gonna find nothing, are they?
As long as they've still got enough
Y'all ain't
time.
got.
As long as we've still got enough time on our hands.
What do you think I'm gonna say that we all need to take a shit simultaneously?
No, you just need to wander off so you can cast it on us before it runs out.
Okay, that sounds like a good
Slag,
plan.
how much energy do you currently have?
You have
2,
fuck.
which, if I can
How
take
much
a,
grit do you have?
I've got 5, but if I can take one of my elixirs, invigorating elixirs, I can probably do it.
Okay.
So he's gonna kind of look at you. All right, I'll give him to the damn dogs. I'll let him sniff it up. But I'm telling you right now, if you get me caught, I'm gonna
As
let
long
him
as no
know
one
you
watches you
hexed me.
get,
Some shit.
as long as no one lets you see get you giving it to the dogs, nothing's gonna happen. And remember, you gonna get a discount and a free sample of anything new I get. You and your friend over there, because I know both of y'all saw me. So I'm gonna go over there, take a shit, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty.
Cool.
I'll go over here behind the bushes, take one of my invigorating elixirs, which is a 10 plus to my energy. Which,
Good stuff.
any excess restoring energy, and I just see 10 plus. So I end up with 0 energy at the moment.
Okay. What, you
And I
can recast it?
just, yeah, so I can recast.
Okay, cool. So you cast.
And then I walk back over to where I was sitting right about here.
So that gives us another 10 minutes.
So has the two finished their conversation?
No idea, we're experiencing technical difficulties because I see Sam has left the call.
Mm.
Am I gonna have to say be right back, or are we gonna be able to hear him? Sam, speak to us.
All right. So,
Alright, cool, we can hear him. I don't need to do
luckily
technical
for me, I
difficulties.
have multiple forms of technology, and this one's gonna have to work.
Cool.
Nodding my head. All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yes.
Good enough. We'll make this one work.
Cool. Alright.
So the simple plan is that we're basically gonna end up taking a moment to have him kind of poison, quote unquote, the dogs with this
No,
power.
I'm gonna actually give them a swarm aroma instead. That'll probably give a more believable explanation. They're going after something sweet, not after the people we were trying to get.
Cool.
So that'll make it a little bit more believable.
Cool.
And
Hang
then
on
I go look.
1 second. Let's see if this works. And survey.
Boom. Back in black. Great. Okay, so here's my thing. Swarm aroma, if I'm correct, drops stinging insects.
We heard none of that.
Heard none of what?
We heard none
What
of
you
what
just said?
When?
That whole
Just now.
sentence. It was just
This one. Okay.
The
Right.
shawarma does.
So-
That's what it sounded like to us.
Gotcha. Okay, so the swarm aroma, from what I understand, doesn't it drop like stinging insects or something of that
No,
sort?
it attracts stinging insects, but in that keyword, stinging insects naturally produce honey, other such things. So the catcher will probably
Oh.
think, oh, they were just after a damn snack,
Get back.
not after the fucking perps. So
Okay. So in that case, how about this? Let's do two separate things because what you're trying to do is sneak off and reapply this, this casting to them.
yes, if I can sneak off and take a invigorating elixir, I'll be able to do it.
Well, how
Okay.
long has this been going on for?
You're probably near your mark.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
I have
you'll
to
need
do
to
this.
recast it now.
So I'm
Probably
gonna
before they start their search, quote unquote.
so I'm gonna tell the dude, okay, I gotta go take a mean shit. I'll be right back.
Fine, I'll go poison our dogs. If you get me killed, I'm gonna be pissed.
You ain't gonna poison them. Who said anything about poisoning them?
What's in this vial?
Something sweet that'll make them happy.
Fine.
And no,
Whatever.
not in the way you're thinking.
Wait. Oh, I wasn't thinking that. Oh, gross. You're sick.
I had to kill a shit weasel yesterday. You think I'm sick?
Well, I mean, you're slag, man. What else do you expect? Okay, so you burned one of your swarm aromas then.
Yes.
Okay, and then
And then
I
I go
believe
over
you're.
into the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Which do I need to make a stealth check?
You know what?
I mean,
Actually, you do have a good point.
You
Well,
told
no,
him
the
he was
only
gonna
thing
take
is,
a shit. I don't think he's gonna be like, what's he doing over there? Is he really taking it?
well,
Bro,
this
bro's
guy
like,
isn't
dude's
going
taking a
to.
shit. He can have his privacy.
He's right. This guy isn't going to. These guys would notice as well, most likely walking off. Especially if he's going to deal with dogs, which would be over here. So in this case, actually, that makes perfect sense. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ho 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 ho.
Big
Cool.
money, big
The
reward.
thing I need,
21.
next thing I need from you is a D100.
Does he want high or low?
In this case, you want high. Usually, you're going to want high.
50.
Midway.
No, 50. Remember, there's no zero, so 51
Well, 58.
is high. No, so it's, in other words, 50 is low, 51 up is high.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So, okay, that's one answer on that one. So we got that part. We got this piece, and now the last thing I need from you, because you're trying to recast it. So you pop this vial, and it gives you. Oh, I guess I could look as well, couldn't I? I could. Your invigorating gives you 2 plus your calculation grit if you throw it, or 10 plus your calculation grit if you drink it. So you're going to drink it, right?
Yes.
And your calculation is
5, but considering it doesn't say what happens to the excess.
calculation's 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So 14. So I'd have just enough to recast it.
Okay. So the last thing I need from you before you you go ahead and burn out that elixir,
Mhm.
the last thing I'll need from you is going to be a guile check. Because what you are attempting to do is use a power that you use quite well, but without an entire group of people noticing the shimmer as you recast this.
Sonic boom.
A little tough, but it's going to be a 13 from you.
Fuck.
Could I yell to the guys? Hey guys, are you gonna like while he's trying to cast that?
So you want to yell and draw attention to your shimmering body as
Oh,
he
does it
attempts
shimmer on
to.
us? Oh, I thought it was just on
He's
him.
casting on all of you.
Oh.
He's reapplying this shimmer to you.
Oh, I didn't realize
It's
that he
not the
started
permanent
blowing
one.
up.
So it's not so much like a shining light, but it is a shimmer. So here's the thing. We're going to go through the different things that happened one by one. First things first, Slag, you are able to quietly sneak away. And your man's able to, pour this liquid onto a cloth and kind of bring it to the dogs. Now, the thing is, your swarm aroma attracts these creatures, these stinging creatures. But it's raining pretty hard. Might be really nice to help not bring them to this, this aroma. Sadly, that's not what happens. You rolled underneath what you needed for fate to help you out there. And finally, as you recast this shimmer on your boys, everyone takes this light, and while most of the guys aren't really watching, two people notice this. So, Slag, you, as you're heading back in, because I'm guessing you're heading back in afterwards, right?
Yes.
You kind of start heading back in, and you get about here before you hear the scream. As this man and many of the dogs are now covered in a swarm of stinging insects. Before this man passes out, this man yells, "Guards! Men! Shut up, fool! Get him!" Slag. Your plan, your action, your initiative roll. Roll me initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Look,
I mean,
man, I'm not gonna lie, that was smooth, except for the fact that it was so many different moving parts that it probably was where you lost out. It was so smooth. But
I
just
was
too many
this
moving parts.
close.
You were. I'm not gonna lie, man. That 51 would have made this a lot nicer. Noticing the shimmer is one thing, but the insects viciously attacking the dogs. I hate to say it. I think that sleep powder was a better choice. But
If I used sleep powder, they would have had to stay with the dogs. This is the only way of getting them out of here.
Right.
Oh.
I'm up for a bit of genocide. Let's kill them all.
Slag, you're actually let me see. It would be you and this catcher here. Got a 15. You'd be first to act. Slag, what's your plan?
Whatever you do, stay close to me.
Well, I'm gonna take my sleeping powder, and I'm gonna try and beam the one the dude who yelled, "Get him!"
Yeah, this guy.
This guy right here. Okay, cool. So, do me a favor before you make your throw. Give me a profiling. Cool. All right. So go ahead and burn yours, and it targets. Let's see. How large of an area does it target?
25 feet, if I remember. But considering
25
it's
feet.
raining,
You're attempting to probably huck it right around these guys over here.
yes.
Fantastic. So in this case, as you huck this, this potion to them, You
And they got to
see-
make a 14 check.
You see the man here not reach for his blade when this man screamed. Instead, he puts out his hand and starts saying something. He kind of chants something, and you notice there's a blue hue to his hand, and it kind of forms a circle around his hand as he continues to speak a chant of some sort. These two are going to make that 14.
Fuck.
As this blue hue kind of covers the two of them. So, I'm going to let you know that one normally would cost you about 6 energy. But in this case, it's kind of a rush job. Give me 3 energy and we'll call it even.
I'm out of energy. I got to use 3 grit.
All right. So, it's time to talk about the catcher, or more specifically, this catcher.
Mhm.
So, I want to make sure I got this right before I send you guys down the fun road of attempting to play the dodge game. So, here's what I need from you guys. More specifically, I should say, I need this check. I'm going to need an area dodge check from 2 of you.
Cool. Before you do that,
With-
I'm activating Aura of Calm.
Absolutely. Go ahead and burn your energy for it.
Cool.
10
Get a +5
and
to
what?
all our defenses, guys. Just stay in the 20-foot radius of me.
Okay. So, speaking of you, actually, I'm going to need the 2 of you
Dodge check.
an area dodge check. You're going to need a 15. As he attempts to throw a net at you.
Well, I made it. That's +5.
I did not. I got 13.
You get a
Plus,
+5.
yeah, no, he added the +5 to it.
Okay.
Yuki, what are you rolling for?
He just wanted to be included, bro.
He's like, I can do this too. I can do
I
this all
thought I
day.
was a 2 of. I guess not.
No, that would be Slag and
Thank goodness, because I would have
Kyber.
lost.
Oh yeah.
So, Kyber, you're able to slide out of its radius, so you're going to move 5 feet away from it.
Okay.
However, Slag, you're not going to escape this. Also, Kyber, which direction are you moving? You get to choose your own direction. It's 5 feet outside of the range.
I'm gonna go here.
Perfectly fine. So, Slag, you find yourself now covered by this net, which is going to basically, the nicest way of saying it is aiming is going to be rough for you, to say the least. Moving
Oh no,
is
I already
not
got a
going to
way
be
out of it.
possible.
Don't worry.
Okay. And targeting people is going to be basically impossible. And it's going to be impossible for a different reason. As this net kind of lands on you, you suddenly feel this jolt of electricity. As the net begins to make you feel dizzy. You are going to take 5 points of lightning agony. Now, you have armor on. I believe it's 2 armor.
Yes.
So you're only going to take 3 points. Okay, dazed and hazy. And just so we're clear on what those 2 things do for you, so that there is no question. Okay, so just so you know, you're going to end up with a -2 penalty on attacks and defenses while you're dazed. And underneath this. Though at the end of your turn, you can attempt a moxie check. So that's good. However, hazy is going to do something a little different. It means you're not going to be able to target people, basically. So any powers that would normally target someone, you're not going to be able to do them. I'll help you figure out what does what, but otherwise, that's going to be his action. And the question I have on my own mind is there anything else he's doing? Survey says... Nah, 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 nah. Ooh. Ooh. So, after tossing this, he's going to smile, pull a pill from what looks like a little quick pouch, and pop it in his mouth.
Pill popping animal.
And his eyes look a little weird. But otherwise, that's his action. Who's acting next?
I knew he bought from me.
I'm
Who's
gonna
next up
hit
next?
both of my allies with the words of encouragement. We're in a battle, right?
Yep.
You are. Now, the
All right.
question here is, when you say both of your allies, there are 3 in total around you. Who are you popping?
I'll hit them all 3 of them.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and burn out 18 energy. Absolutely. So, as he
Hold on a
starts to...
second.
Oh, okay. Hang on. As he starts to play this tune, you guys can hear it through the rain and find yourselves, well, encouraged.
Cool.
This should be an easy thing for you to handle. And just to ensure it, each of you will receive 2 D10 buff dice that you can use on any check within the next minute.
Cool.
So, that is going to bring us to a question of, is there anything else you're looking to do, Yuki?
No, sir.
Fantastic. So then that is going to bring us to the next person, which is actually going to be the captain, who will take a moment and race forward towards you, Kyber.
Cool.
Do me a favor and give me a willpower check.
Willpower check.
As he waves his hand in front of you and says, enough of this foolishness. I'm going to need a 15 from you.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm just saying if there's any powers that I have for something like this. Hold up 1 sec. Cheap shot. It says parry defenses. Does that mean all my defenses or just parry defenses?
No, just parry.
Okay.
That's going to be just on parry.
Okay. Willpower. I get a +5. Doesn't even fucking matter.
So as he whispers this into your mind, you kind of shake your mind and nothing comes of it. I was hoping to end this without violence.
No chance.
A blue-hued sword appears in his hand, as you wish. All right, who's up to act?
I'll go next. I'm going to attempt to stab him because he's in stabbing range, and
You got it. So on his end, you're going to need a 19.
a 19.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
1 second.
Also,
I'm going to
you do?
spend
Mhm.
9 energy to attack him twice.
You got it.
There we go. And then I will also activate one for the money as well for an extra 2 energy. 1, 2.
Okay. So when you activate one for the money, that's the only one I don't straight off the top of my head remember what it
Attempt
does.
either an athletics or a sleight of hand check versus a moxie check. On succession, the target takes 5 physical bludgeoning agony and becomes dazed.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Right, I'm going to make my checks.
All right, you putting it on the first one or the second one?
Hold up.
Wait, are you putting it on the first one or putting it on the second one?
No, I'll do it on the first one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you swing your blade at him,
Hold
and
up. I have 2.
what do you
buff
mean?
10 dice.
Right, the first one. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hit me.
Cool. And then
We stopping that there? Or are we going to use the other one?
No, I'm using the other one.
Okay, on this same first one.
Yep.
Gotcha. So that's going to be a total of
24.
Thank
What the
you.
fuck?
God. So that's a 24. That will be successive. And then go ahead and roll your other one.
Yup. And there we go.
Okay, so
Matter is dazed at that point.
you stab him with your blade. He blocks it off, or at least he plans to. But you push in with more strength, putting it into his shoulder. There's a blue hue that seems to glint as you do so. You don't actually push through into his actual body, but rather into this blue hue. However, right afterwards, you bring the weapon to the opposite direction and just hit him upside the head. He kind of stumbles back for a minute, and the blue hue seems to fade away for a moment. It has not currently reappeared. Is there anything else you're looking to do?
Oh, there's something we didn't do. I have a question.
What's up?
How
Go
much
for it.
durability did I get back? I got 2 points. And
From what would you 2 points? Then you would get that much durability.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
All
good?
I have skin armor, so that repairs
Right.
the rest.
Correct. You are correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. I do believe that is everything.
Got it. Okay, so that's going to bring us to the next person who, seeing you just pummel the high guy, is going to definitely look to you as the problem child, and he's going to run up and pull a blade.
Cool.
Well, it's not so much a blade as a club, but that is his action. So that leaves one last person on the list, Mr. Grimspeak.
Yes.
You guys are currently in a very interesting, a very interesting setup.
I don't suppose there's any way we could just talk this out.
No, we're past the point of talking.
I say,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna murder this son of a
Very
bitch.
You
far
kinda-
past that point, buddy.
I mean, mistakes were made. I understand.
No, they know it's us now. They know it's us.
They don't know it's us, but they do
No.
know that we're some kind of criminals.
Yeah.
Right. Probably around the time when
So we at
someone
least gotta
attacked
kill the
their
two
dog.
main dudes.
Well, so they got bigger fish to fry, is what you're saying. If
Yeah, so we
could
gotta kill the
talk-
two main dudes, then convince the other guys to leave us the fuck alone.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, if we could kill the leaders, I think we could talk our way out of this.
Yeah, so
We can
Focus
at
on
least
either
scare
the-
them out of it, because obviously they're the stronger ones. Kill the strong ones, and
Yeah,
tell
if
the rest to fuck off, they usually do. Most of the time.
yeah, if we can convince them to use the situation we caused in Solidostone, we can definitely get them to get off our trail.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's do this.
So, what's the plan, Mr. Grimspeak?
Did you say that you can use grit instead of energy?
Correct.
You can use it when you have no energy. Yes.
Oh, when you have no energy.
Correct.
But whatever you're doing, you can use as much energy as possible and then substitute the rest for grit.
Correct. It is the same. It sits in the same ballpark.
Yeah, so say if you only have 1 energy, you use that 1 energy, and then the power costs 5. You use 1 energy and then 4 grit.
Correct.
Look at me on the ball for once.
I'm so proud of you.
No, you're not.
Why would I not? What? Would I not be proud of you for it?
I don't know.
What? No. It's good to be on the ball. Get out of here, Mr. Grimspeak.
I am gonna move.
You're gonna move where?
He's gonna move into
To
the water.
infinity.
I'm attempting.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and burn 2 energy and make your move. All right. So,
Oopsie.
what's your plan?
Okay. I want to use regrowth to summon out 3 roses.
Understood. Okay, so now I will remind you, you do have a rose that actually is back with you guys.
2 roses.
Yeah.
Okay, so then in this case, no, you're still good. You can burn out
You
your
s-
9 energy.
You told me unlimited, right?
Right. So burn out 9 energy, and we'll drop those roses. I believe is it within 5 feet of you? Nope. Just summon it, so it would probably be within 5 feet of you. Should say, but we're going to take that as the understanding, and we're
Survey
going to take a
says.
little one. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Okay. One. We'll make another one. 2. And do you want the last
3.
one? Where do you want the last one? Here, 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 here.
I say you
That was-
surround the sweet talking dude.
I mean, yeah, I kind of just imagine they'd be on my shoulder or
Yeah.
whatever.
So they're basically gonna pop up near you, and they can take their own 5 feet space.
Right.
So 2 of them could sit in the same space technically, but they won't basically give up the surrounded. They won't make you surrounded if they're sharing a space.
Yeah, do a space there.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your plan?
My man.
All right. And then all of them will make a vine attack on the catcher.
Okay, the one right here,
There was no
right?
map.
This guy, the guy right here. Oh, that's right. It doesn't.
Yes.
The new
Okay,
guy that
gotcha.
popped up or the guy that was already here?
No, that's the catcher.
The
This would be the captain. He's more of a guard.
Cool.
Yeah, right? I said that right?
Yeah, you did. I caught you.
Okay.
So let's make sure your physical is 10. So one of them will hit him, and he's gonna kind of cry out. When the second one hits him, he's going to pass out.
Nice.
All right, that still leaves your other 2 roses.
Okay.
Could one of them
How are
help me
you
out of
how
the
are you
net?
doing that?
What's up? Doing what?
Could one of them
The double
possibly help me
tapping?
out of the net?
It would require strength, and you're going to find that these roses do not have it. But your fellow compadres would.
Grim's Peak, get him out of the net.
Now, just so we know, attempting to get someone out of the net will take, as a group, it's going to be basically a group check from you. And it's going to be a
Group check,
20 in
even
total.
though one person's lifting the net.
Well, no, I'm sorry, not 20. You're
Yeah,
talking about
20
a
seems
net that is.
excessive for a
I'm sorry,
net.
no. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's actually going to be a 19. But again, you are not just lifting up a net. You are lifting up a net that is currently electrocuting you.
Okay, I have a better solution for this. Just you might want to get a little bit away from me though.
We can't, but it's not our turn. You'll be first to act. What are you planning?
Fair enough. I'm just
Grimspeak,
gonna.
hang 10. Grimspeak. Let's finish up with you here. You still have energy as well as the 2 rosebuds who have not acted yet. What's your
Yeah.
plan on them?
How do you mark? How do you
Double tap. It should mark now, whether or not. Oh,
Oh.
no, see, his marked.
Send
Cool.
one of them after this douchebag.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. After that
He's the
guy?
one who bought for me and never thanked me.
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
I thought you said if we just kill these 2,
No,
we'd be good.
if we kill the
No.
big guys, so this guy and this guy. I'm working on this guy. I'm working on this guy right now. No one's working on him. We need to get this guy under wraps while I take care of this one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this rosebud. Oh, doing the thing
Go ahead.
again.
You're fine. It'll make it easier for you to move it. Go for it.
This rosebud will make a vine attack
Who we targeting?
on the captain.
Okay, Captain. Gotcha.
And he's
So
dazed at
in
the minute.
he is currently dazed, which for him, I want to make sure I have myself correct, means -2 on that. Okay, gotcha. And there's how many guys around here? 1 here, 2, but he's not actually near him, so he doesn't get that bonus for it. Yeah. Here's the thing. You could have that vine move and then attack him, and he'll be fine. Like if it moves over here, he'll be fine. So we'll move him over there, and he can make that attack. He will actually hit him in that case. Fair enough?
No, wait. Okay. Well, first off, I thought it was this one that was
Yeah,
attacking.
Damn one. That's right, because this one attacked that one. Okay.
That one, and then this one's gonna.
You're right.
This one's gonna attack
Point to the wrong one. This one here. Okay, that's right, because we expanded this one. Yeah, no, he's going to get the bonus for it. He'll be perfectly fine to... Oh, there's only 2 of them. No, never mind. He's not going to hit him with just 2. He only has a +2 bonus for it, and the guy has like a -2 penalty. But your Rosebud does what? It's 10?
Yeah, but +5 from Kyber because it's still in the range and is an ally.
So he'd get that for Kyber.
What?
What does he get it for? What does he get your Aura of Calm for?
+5.
To
Right.
Defense checks.
Correct. It'd be attacking.
Okay. All right. So it doesn't hit.
No, that one's not going to hit on that one.
Okay.
No, sir.
Well,
What
this
about your other one?
other one will come up.
All right, where do you want it?
Next to Kyber.
Okay. Here?
Okay. No, to the side. But if you're saying there's no room, then yeah, just bring him here.
I got this. Whoop.
Gotcha.
Never mind, they don't work. I can't move shit.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So
And he will make a vine attack.
there's 3 of them now, and minus that. Yeah, that'll do it because his shimmer's down. And how much agony does he do? 7. Oh, that's pretty nice. So this vine basically goes around his neck and pulls at him, and as it comes off, it cuts at his neck. It's not deep, but he does kind of force it off. He has to actually cut the vine off. But that rose is acted. And he certainly looks hurt. It almost seems like he's not used to actually being hurt. I think he's probably more used to having that shimmer up. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes.
All right.
Can I attempt to reason with him at this point?
I mean, he's dazed, so he's probably not thinking straight.
Oh.
Ah.
Sorry,
So
Sam just gave him such character and depth.
What
forgot.
are you looking to do? You tell me.
Well, now that he's hurt, and you just were saying like, oh, surprisingly hurt. Maybe I'd be like, okay, hey, look, you seen what we did? Call your men off, and we're not who you're looking for.
I mean, at this point, they've kind of got us surrounded, so we need to take it down at least the main character before we can convince the other dude. Because the main
Chester.
character is the main reason.
Chester.
If we kill the captain,
Okay, hold on. Gentlemen.
Why we gotta kill everybody?
Hang
That's
10.
all I'm saying.
Hang 10. Mr. Grimspeak has come up with an idea of his own. Are you attempting to do this are you attempting to persuade him, or are you trying to show might and threaten him?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because here's the
I
thing.
wanna intimidate him. I wanna say, look, you've seen our might. We don't want to hurt you any further. and we're not who you're looking for anyways, let us be. And that, forcefully peaceful,
In that case, roll me an intimidation.
Oh, always. Ooh.
Plan B it is.
So he kind of looks at you,
You got
having
2 T10 dice.
Oh,
That's
got 2
true.
D10s.
I mean,
Yeah,
this could
let
work. This could work
me-
now.
Let me
Get
do
at
a
least
buff.
15.
The ukulele.
Yeah.
Does that do
10.
anything?
10. Roll the other one.
do you want to leave it at that?
I guess I'll roll the other one. 6.
16.
50-50 shot.
So he kind of looks at you guys all. There's this shimmer in his blade, which he created himself, seems to kind of fade a bit as he's still kind of stunned. Men hold. What are you talking about? We can handle these guys. There's plenty of our guys out in the forest. Hold on. Listen. I didn't come here to just hunt down some random group. I seek the ones who murdered the Blade of Prime City. Now, I don't know why you attacked our dogs, but I do know there are men combing throughout these woods. And if you're staying here to face us, you're going to be the ones in trouble real soon. Now, this can go one of 2 ways. You could maybe kill a couple of us. Maybe. If you're lucky. And then be surrounded. Or you can just tell us where you've sent them. And maybe this could end. But if this is ending, you need to throw down your weapons.
I think we need
Tell
a
you what
dialogue
exactly?
room.
That we were accosted after making a lawful business run?
So this guy over here yells, "You attacked our dogs!"
No, we
I
didn't.
did nothing. I was taking a shit.
I'm sorry, Kyber, I know you said something. I didn't catch that.
I said maybe it's a shot for a dialogue room.
In the middle of quote-unquote combat, negativo.
I thought.
This would be
Damn,
a
the
shot
first time
for
someone actually wants to go into the dialogue room.
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
first time.
I thought that was for us as players, not as. All right, whatever.
Normally it is. It very much is. And in fact, normally this would be a moment where you guys would end up in the dialogue room having this conversation. But in this moment, because you guys are technically in full-on combat, I'm going to let you guys each decide for yourselves how you're playing this. All right, now listen, this is important. In this case, you will all make a split-second decision, which means no discussion, no interrupting the next person as they're making their decision. We're going to start off with Yuki.
What?
Yuki.
What? What's up?
So here's the thing. The captain has offered a ceasefire, but that would involve throwing down your weapons. Now, you haven't actually pulled out a weapon.
I don't have any weapons.
You're right, but you are playing that ukulele, and while he might not know it, he's going to consider that you started playing that tune and your boys started really moving. He'll probably consider that a weapon. But if you were to place
Probably.
it down, he would probably consider that you agreeing to the terms. So what will you do, Yuki? No decision between your group. You have to decide this on your own.
I'm going to put my ukulele down and fire up a blunt.
So I'm going to move over in this case. Mr. Grimm
Hold on a
speak.
second. Hold on a second. You gotta get some sound effects here.
So, Mr. Grimm speak.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's brought up the same thing. Now, you are a little bit different because of the fact that your weapon is attached to you. But in this case, for you, it would be putting your hands up, which will take a moment. If you end up trying to attack again after this decision, it'll cost you extra energy. Extra energy that I will roll to decide just how much more.
Okay, don't have too much extra energy.
Well, the way this would work is it basically be, most likely it would be to use your weapon again, you would need to take the quote unquote draw action. Almost like
Okay.
taking a double action to attack. If
All
you
right, and
choose
just
to
give me the
quote
quick
unquote,
lowdown. So
he's brought to you an option. Throw down your
no, I
weapons.
heard you, but
Okay.
what is our status? So Slag is in an electric net.
Correct.
Kyber,
I'm completely
Kyber
fine.
seems healthy as a horse. Kyber seems healthy as a horse. You haven't seen anything really go through him so far. Yuki seems all right. However, you do know Yuki is in a spot of
Hi.
well, that, and he's probably the closest to many of the guys here. And you've been told that the forest is full of these guys. So, what's your plan, Jester?
I think that captain is full of it. I attack him.
Okay. So, go ahead and you're going to have to spend some energy to move up. But I'll deal with that in a minute. All
I
right.
thought my range was 10 foot.
With your weapon, let me see. What do we got here?
No, he's not pulling
On
away.
your weapon,
No, 5 foot.
your no,
Okay.
your weapon. Yeah, I was gonna say your weapon isn't a. It's not a heavy weapon. So heavy weapons would be able to probably reach that 10-foot range. Now, again, this is technically your turn, so that's what you're gonna decide to do. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, Slag. You're currently under a net, and for your end, it would be a throwaway.
I mean, I haven't pulled out anything yet, so I'm not
Right.
holding any weapons.
Or at the very least, it would be putting your hands in front of you.
I mean,
So
I'm gonna have to do that either way to get out of the net.
Yeah. So the way it would work for you is if you were trying to reach into your pouch for anything, you would need to burn a full 6 to do it.
Well, I'm not gonna reach into my pouch to get anything because I still need to get out of the net. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Gotcha. Kyber, what's
Keep
your
my
plan?
weapons in my hand. I'm standing my ground. I'm not like in a menacing stance. I'm just waiting for something to happen. But I'm not.
Not the same thing. So, okay. So you're staying combat ready.
Damn straight.
Gotcha. So here's what I need. The question here is that are you, the two of you that are keeping your gear, are you attempting to look like you are in surrendering? Or are you
Absolutely
trying
not.
to...
The second this spell
Cool.
wears off, we're in the exact same shit we're in as before, so I'm staying exactly how I am.
Grim, speak.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, he said he was going to attack him, so...
Yeah, what about,
Right.
what are we doing
Are
here?
you attempting to make it look like you are rolling with his offer.
Oh, I see. Like a stealth attack, right? Surprise attack.
Something
I
of the
should
sort.
say.
No,
I mean, that's a pretty good idea.
Cool.
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
attack him.
Nope, he's just going
So,
straight for the attack. I'm down with that.
In that case, go ahead and give me your check.
Go on, buddy. I believe
Okay.
in you. Bring it home.
Well, fuck. Over here, and I put my fucking ukulele down.
Yeah,
Why
I
could
don't know
they
why
go
you did
first?
that, bud.
Well, they're gonna
13.
attack me. Like they pick me first. Like they're gonna go for the
So-
guy in the back.
You stab at him. And let's see. You're not actually within 5. No, actually, you're going to run up to him, I'm guessing, right?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and burn your 2 energy on that one, and then your 6. So, as you step up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's going to 4, 17.
Yeah, you're in range of me. You're good.
That's going to just hit him. And your agony does. What's your agony?
7 plus 2.
Nice.
So as you tear this blade into his side, he looks at you and almost seems saddened. Fine. Give me a profiling.
Mm. 21.
21.
He definitely has a look of he doesn't have much more of this he can take. But there's also a little bit of sadness in his eyes, it seems. But that sadness has moved on to resolve.
Well, it's gonna move
And-
on to death because for the end of that attack, I'm gonna use glorified soldier.
Absolutely. Which will do.
I'm gonna spend 3 morale
Mm-hmm.
in order to deal 2 plus my leadership additional agony.
Okay. And your leadership is
3.
so. As you have stabbed this deep into him, he looks at you, and that sadness continues. Kill the little one.
What?
Who's the little one?
Me?
As he kind of collapses into your weapon. So, is there anything else you're looking to do?
Is he dead?
He does not seem to be moving on your blade.
Okay, so we killed the captain.
Yep. Can I
Does
say
he
something?
look scared?
He doesn't seem to be looking at you.
Now, for the
A
rest
little
of
bit
you,
like
you
it
can
when they
all
don't
leave
look
with
me
your
in the eye.
lives, or you can face the same fate.
Oh, I'm killing this one little bastard.
I'm picking
He
my
mocked
fucking
me.
ukulele back up.
Not yet. You can do that on your action, though.
Oh, I thought
Come
dude
back
just
around.
But
died.
I've
My
yelled
bad.
that at everybody. What's everybody's reaction to it, Sam?
So, Grimspeak, are you all done with your turn?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Cool. So, you called that out, and it seems no one is interested in your action since one of your guys called for a surrender and then stabbed that guy through. So the first guy is actually gonna run up, and Yuki, need you to do me a
What?
favor. I need you to give me. I'll make sure I have it right. Da, 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 da. Where is it? That's not what I'm looking
I
for.
picked up my fucking ukulele as soon as the dude stabbed the dude.
Yeah, that'll be done. Don't worry, you can do that on your turn.
I'm not rolling anything until I pick up my ukulele.
Fantastic. while you're at that, go ahead and give me either an acrobatics or a sleight of hand.
All right, then I'm gonna assume my ukulele's in my hand then because I'm doing something else.
What?
Right?
Just give me your acrobatics or your sleight of hand.
Okay, my ukulele is in my hand. Fucking have you put it down for no reason. Should have gone to them first. I was out of the way. Acrobatics?
Or sleight of hand, yes.
I don't even know where sleight of hand is.
Right. So this guy's actually going to grab onto you.
I bet he is.
This
Fucking hell, no.
guy is going to run off.
Shit, he's going for help.
This guy is going to run up, and in your case, I want to make sure I have it correct. You are dazed and hazy. Hazy isn't a problem in this case. But dazed will definitely be a problem for you. You're going to have a -2 on this check, but you have a +5. So technically, you're just going to have a +3. I'm correct. I need from you. Oh, you're also on the floor. Sorry. Does it drop you on the floor? God, I don't actually know. Hang on a second. Unable to mentions. Nope, you're not prone. Okay, good. So you're still standing. You don't have to worry about that part. So you're gonna have a +3. Thank you. You're gonna have a +3 of this, but I need from you a parry check.
With a +5.
As this guy
+3.
No, and a
Pay
+5.
attention.
My Aura of Calm was not activated. We did not leave combat.
Your aura
Okay, fair
of
enough. So
calm is the +5. Shut up. So moving
19.
back on, +3. Okay, gotcha. So I swear, it's not like you're not even listening. So,
And you bought from me, you jackass.
actually, that's the guy over here.
Oh.
He's
I thought
like,
you pointed at this dude.
it was so it was this guy right here and this guy right here.
Yeah.
Because these two were together
Don't-
and this one's from over here.
Try to avoid those two because I like repeat customers.
He's already dead, probably, or dying. This one, maybe.
Yeah, I'll
So,
check him.
He's gonna try to kick at you. But he also doesn't want to get electrocuted. So as you kind of reach back out at him, he kind of backs away. This guy is going to run off. And this guy is going to run up. Yuki, do me a favor. Actually,
What?
Yuki, what is your Moxie?
1. Morale's 1.
No, just Moxie.
Moxie.
Because I'm pretty sure his Aura of Calm still reaches you. Yeah. So you can get that +5.
1.
Your Moxie's 1. His Aura of Calm gives you a +5. So 6, 10, 16. Gotcha. So this guy is going to try to swing at you. And he's going to miss. All right. And this last one is going to run up. Give me yes. Oh, that's why, because I don't have it on that. He's going to run up, and he's going to attempt to throw a net of his own. Right. It's what is it, 10 foot? So it's going to end up here. So I need, in this case, an area dodge from, well, Kyber and, of course, Jester. And then your guy's going to make it on his own.
With a
So,
+5.
Kyber, 19, Chester, 11, and your Rosebud, God, it's Rosebud's, your Rosebud's defense is, that's hilarious as fuck. So, your rosebud is going to zoosh its little self out of the way because no thank you. Kyber, you're going to have a chance to move 5 feet out of the radius as well. Cool. However, Mr. Grimspeak, you are currently underneath a net. You're going to take 5 lightning. Your armor is... Let's see. Your armor is 4, so you're going to take 1 point of elemental lightning. As this thing starts to shock you, you are currently hazy, and if I'm correct, dazed. Yes. So you're currently hazy means that's going to be basically impossible for you to target people with actions of your own because you're being electrocuted. Dazed means that you're going to take a penalty on your defenses. So that +5 that he's giving you is now down to a +3. But again, it's still a +3 on all your checks, or your defenses. My apologies. All right. And I believe that is everyone to act, which means we are coming top of the round. So, top of the round. That is going to top us off with Slag. You're currently
Alrighty.
trapped underneath this net that is still giving you the Jolteon experience. So attempting something that targets, not so possible. But 1, you're going to get back that energy. And 2, what's your plan?
Alrighty. How much energy is it going to cost to get out of it?
So it will require a group check from you. That group check is going to be a 19.
Alrighty.
And that's going to be it's going to be based off of your athletics, though.
And my athletics is kind of shit. Alrighty.
The group
So
so we just have to, as a group, make 19. That's a good start from me, guys. Get your checks in.
What are we rolling?
Nothing.
Athletics.
Absolutely nothing. Unless, of course, you guys are going to do it as a group. Now, here's the understanding. If you're going to attempt this, any affected targets or those who attempt to do it will each need to spend the same amount of energy for it. It's going to cost you 6 energy because you're using the escape action. So anyone attempting this with him, which is someone within 5 feet of him, I guess in this case that would basically just be Kyber, is going to have to attempt this together.
So.
Good.
So he has to get. Well, I thought he was getting out of it himself. So.
If he wants to try it by himself, he certainly can.
Right.
But it is a group check, which means that it is
Well,
the net is the net is hold on. Let me clarify it. The net is large enough to catch multiple people. It's designed to be pulled off by multiple people. So if you are trying to free yourself from it, it will require a group check, which means that even if you're the only person on that group, that's the check for it. That's also one of the reasons it's as high as it is.
Okay, question. Can I tell what the net is made out of?
It looks like some kind of fiber, but give me a calculation. You've done a lot of chemical work. You may yet know.
Ah, son of a bitch.
The fiber on it looks wiry to some extent, like it's kind of wrapped around a rope of some sort. So it does definitely seem like there's a rope and a wire. And the wire itself looks a little bit shiny, almost like something's been sprinkled on it.
Okay.
So, what's your plan, Slag?
I'm gonna try and use my fire breath to get out of it.
You certainly are welcome to the attempt. So, the question is, what 10-foot line, or I should say, what 10-foot by 20-foot line are you creating within 5 feet of you?
I'm gonna try and get this bastard.
All right, so so that I'm correct
He
on
taunted
this.
me. He deserves it.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. So we're going this way. Yeah, baby. Nah, yeah. Right? Or is it yeah, yeah?
That one right. That one.
Cool. So it's gonna end up basically taking up these two spots. Wait, is it 10? Yeah. 10. And then you're gonna send it all the way that way. Plus your 20. Okay. Actually, that's 20. There we go. Cool. All right. In that case, go ahead and give me your calculation. Add 3 to it.
So that's a 7. 11.
All right. Let me double check him to make sure I know. I'm certain I was going to be higher. I didn't think
Well,
I'd
it's
actually have to double
D20
check that.
plus 3 plus calculation. So I'm not sure why it's worded that way.
In other words, the 3 is an additional bonus to it. That's
Okay.
why. So you basically get to add that to it. Your calculation is 4, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. That's why it's worded that way, because that's an added bonus to it because you're shooting it in a giant area. So he's actually going to get out of the way of that one.
But do I
And
at least get destroy the net in the process?
so here's what I'm going to tell you, because you're shooting. Let me get your words. We decided it was this distance, right? We're hitting right here.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh.
Yes.
Within 5 feet that does not grant counter.
Yes, correct. He's not going to be countering it. He is evading it. So he's going to move within 5 feet over here. I'll put it to you like this. The actual wrapping on the net, so the actual, how can I explain this? The rope itself is going to burn. The metal, that metal wiring isn't.
Do I at least
It's
get to stop
still on
shocking?
you. It's still on you. It's specifically the metal, it seems, that's doing that work for you. You already burned your energy for the attempt, right?
Yeah, that's 8, right?
The weapon says, oh, that's right. We talked about that, didn't it? 8. Yes, correct. Yes, sir. That one was 8. So here's the thing. If you attempt to remove it from you this time around, it will take you an action, but it will not require a check because the thing that kept it sturdy isn't there. But in order to remove it, you'll need an action for it. Make sense?
Yes. How much
Okay.
energy does it cost to take an elixir?
Your elixir is going to take you drinking it, right? Let me double check.
Yes.
Drink, 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 drink. I want to say I'm pretty sure it's like a swift action, isn't it? Here we go. Simple. 2.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that,
Pop
and
a
it
grape drink.
restores my grit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to take use my grit and energy to go ahead and take off the net.
Understood. So you breathe fire, burning the actual net around you. Pop a potion in your mouth, and then toss this net off you. You are freed from the remnants of this net.
And
So,
then how much energy did that cost?
1 second, yeah. And I need to erase this one. Perfect. So, you mean taking it off yourself? That one cost you 6.
Okay.
All right. So you burned out your energy and your grit for that one?
Yep.
All right. Gotcha. How much grit did you end up using?
I got 14 grit from that, and then anything past my turn for combat gets lost, so I'm back up to 5.
Perfect. Does it not show it? No, it doesn't actually show it on there, does it? That's terrible. We're going to fix that. on the list. Because it does the maximum give you. Okay, so put in the what instead of tapping it up, put in the amount that you actually have in grit.
Uh,
So double tap on it itself. How much grit do you have on there?
I've got 5 grit.
Oh, in total still.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Then it's exactly where it needs to be. If ever it goes over, you can always put it in. You have to put it in specifically rather than tapping the plus button to get it up. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
All right. There you go. That way we're all on point. Cool. So that's going to be his action. So this guy here is actually going to step back a bit. And he is actually going to fire at you, Slag. You are the closest among his targets. So I need from you a dodge. You're going to get that plus 5 to it because you're no longer under the net.
So that's a 24.
So he fires off. He has this crossbow that looks like it has barbed wire on it, and he fires it at you. But you move over as it whisks by. Who's acting
Ah,
next?
you missed. Maybe you shouldn't be firing high.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
Then you lose your supply, dumbass.
So, who's acting next?
Dumas.
Hurwa?
I suppose I can.
Yeah, I think you are the next one.
Yeah, I am.
If you choose to. It's this one. So remember, it's only the first 2 that are in requirement. Everyone else chooses their step up as they wish to.
Okay. I'll go.
Go.
Why don't
What's
you
your
go ahead
plan?
and take care of the douchebag in front of us?
100%. With that, I'm going to go and stab this guy.
Go for it. 15. 15 wouldn't do it, except Slag is right next to you, giving you a 17. It's going to do the trick.
There you go.
So you place this blade onto him, and it ends up going right through a rib, and you kind of pull out a bit of a wishbone.
Make a wish, you
What are we
filthy animal.
He screams in
What
horror.
are we fighting? Turkeys?
Apparently, yeah.
Well,
Some
it
weird
was
humans
pretty.
here, they've got wishbones instead of ribcage
It was.
bones.
He made no. It was a rib cage bone. You just kind of pulled it out in a really nasty way. He's not conscious enough to know that you pulled it out, but he definitely was conscious enough to feel it for the few seconds he was.
Kill.
Anything else you're looking to do?
This guy is pretty much dead, right?
Double tap again? I'm not seeing your thing come up.
The guy that's right.
This guy.
No.
Oh,
No,
see.
no, the bottom one. The captain.
Oh, him? Oh, he's been bleeding out for. He started bleeding out a moment ago when he was on.
Is he
Our
dead?
boys.
Can I check if he's dead real quick?
So why don't you take a little bit of time, give me a treatment check, burn 3 energy for it.
There you go.
Cool. So he is not dead. He is dying, though.
Hey, he'll be dead soon enough.
Want me to leave him? Alright, I'll leave him then. Is he gonna be like dead momentarily? That was a pretty good treatment check. Like, explain it a bit more to me.
He's lost a lot of blood. So if someone doesn't do something for him soon, he will be dead.
Alright,
Pretty
cool, I
soon.
can leave that. Right. I'll leave it there.
Cool. All right. So This guy here is actually going to. He's looking around. In that case, Yuki, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
I need you to give me another parry check. Now, normally you'd have that +5 from him. Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on. Stop. You're grappled. So, your Moxie, you said, is 1. He gives you a 5. Bring you to 6, 16. 1, 2, 3, 13.
Did I ever get any energy back?
No,
It's like
it's
my
not your.
5th term.
No. This is people acting around you. We haven't
I
reached you
did.
yet. You haven't acted yet. No. This is round 2. Round 2. Stay with it.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yo, it seems like everybody else did 5 different moves, and I ain't done nothing.
No. Well, there
All right.
were
Whatever
like
you
7
say,
of them.
Dungeon Master. Hail Hitler.
Hell, what? Okay.
That's a little bit far.
Poor
I
Hitler
have to admit,
deserved
he can be
better.
tyrant sometimes, but yeah, I gotta go
Is
with
it-
that's
Oh,
a bit far.
I'm just so cold.
Right there,
Well, his spelling was a little bit.
right there in the
Spelling's
chat.
a
It
little
says
bit
right
better
there,
at that.
Sam is a dictator.
So,
Yep,
we're
100%
looking
what
at
they say in the chat, yeah.
it's going to be 7 agony. 7 bludgeoning agony. Now, you do have 4 armor, so it's only going to be 3. So go ahead and burn 3 off of your grit.
Off of my fucking grit.
Yes, sir.
There.
Cool. All right. So,
He's
Uh,
the
afterwards, that is going to bring us to either Mr. Grimspeak or Yuki. Which one of you is
Well,
acting right now?
I'll do something. How much energy do I get back? Or I don't get energy back.
No, what? No, of course you're going to get your energy back.
How much do I get back?
Well, I'm a tyrant, so none. No, I'm just kidding.
See what I mean?
Your initiative is 3, and your energy is 10. So you're going
And
to
you
get
get a
back
free
13.
ride to the gulag.
Fight my way out.
has come back from the gulag.
Okay, so you are currently grappled, which in this case means that that person will do more damage to you if they attack you. You're not able to move right now, but again, it doesn't stop you from attacking the same person who's holding you.
Who I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of.
Oh, snap.
That would be this guy right here.
My guy's ready.
Right in the nut.
Ooh,
See what we
that's,
got?
My guy's playing ball.
if that hits, you got to give a crunch sound to that.
Oh, not the squish sound. He's broken nut.
God.
You
Nut
didn't
juice
just break
everywhere.
it. He completely
Oh, no.
obliterated his next generation of children.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Okay.
fucking blood or is
You
that
just
fucking
yelled at a man.
semen? Or I guess semen's
Alrighty.
in the fucking prostate, ain't it?
So, just so I'm
What's in the
clear,
nut?
your
Sperm?
check was
What
so I'm-
am I spinning?
You haven't spun yet. I was gonna say you're over here having this whole conversation of how you destroyed him. Oh, you haven't even spun it yet. I was like,
What am
the
I?
hell's going on,
Oh,
man?
my unarmed. That's right. Unarmed. What is it?
Man, you throwing me off my game face. I'm like, what the hell?
The one that says unarmed right there.
Yes, sir. You're gonna hit the damage
CE.
one just next to it.
Go on, bud.
The CE unarmed.
Yes, sir. Just below damage, it's actually the 2 + 5.
Go on, buddy. You got this.
This is harder than you think. I can't find the.
The button.
You can't find the button.
There's not a button next to it. It just says 5.
So you
See.
tap
No,
that.
the weapons,
Yeah.
weapons
No.
and powers, and then
Oh, weapons and powers.
Ew, you're on rank
Yeah,
7.
weapons and powers, you click on the
Oh,
number.
Man, you were
weapons
throwing
and
on my game.
powers.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, click that
Hold
button.
on,
Hold
nigga.
Good.
Man, that was supposed to be 18. God, dog.
Oh, man.
So here's the thing. This man is holding you. Another man is trying to swing at you. You're not actually going to be able to land a solid kick on this guy.
Oh, man. It was a good plan
But that cost you 6 energy.
Oh, man.
What's your plan?
So I'm being held still.
Yes, sir.
How am I
But-
being held? With both hands? I'm not.
Yes, he's currently trying to. He's kind of got you held up, attempting to try to keep your feet out of his reach. Now that you've tried to kick him,
So I can't
But-
really do anything.
yes, you
What
can.
can I do?
The same thing if you'd like.
I guess I'm gonna try to kick him again.
Go for it. Burn 6 energy and give me a shot.
Where you at, motherfucker?
Weapons and
1, 2,
powers,
3.
buddy.
Here you go. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Don't I get +5 or something?
No,
That
no,
is your
weapons and
+7
powers.
to it. You have a +7 to that one. So Yuki is currently struggling with the 3 survivors that you've left behind. Now, is there anything else you'd like to do, or do you want to save some of your setup?
What can I do? Exactly.
Okay, so you still have grit and energy. Technically, you could burn energy and grit again and attempt another kick if you'd like.
I might as well, since I'm probably gonna die anyways. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Don't let
3.
you die, bud.
No one wants to help me. No one. I was over here by myself.
We can't
Here
do
we
anything
go.
until you finish your turn.
Doing it again. 12.
There you go. The gods
Maybe
are
I
with
can
you
kick
on
him
that
there.
one.
So you're
Hello.
at first you're just kind of swinging your legs, and finally you kind of reach a toe up, and you kind of kick at him, and you get your toe right on his armor, and he kind of looks at you and laughs before realizing that you've given yourself a foothold, and with your other foot, you nearly cave in his skull as he goes unconscious.
Fuck.
Holy shit! We're just talking about destroying his next generation of children. You just nearly killed the bastard.
Okay,
Now who's
but
your
That's
you
a
turn?
are
mean horse
currently
kick.
you are currently no longer grappled. Is there anything else you're looking to do? So you do have energy. I mean, I should say you do have grit. If you would like to attempt to move from where you are, you certainly can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go behind my allies.
Absolutely. So I'm
How
gonna
much
guess
grit do I use?
it's only gonna take you 2 grit, but you can choose where you want to hide behind or who you want to be behind.
Right there.
All right,
behind Kaiba.
fantastic.
No,
So,
right there, right there.
right here.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So he slides underneath Kyber and hangs back behind Slag.
Just warning you right now, we got one bastard I'm trying to kill.
Which one? Oh, the one that's waddled off. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking him down. He mocked me. There's retribution.
Yeah,
You
I'm
mock a
not
drug dealer,
there. I'm over there.
you're
I'm
getting
behind
shot.
Kyber.
Can
I don't know how he put me down there. That was behind Kyber.
Okay, right
Yeah,
here.
I thought it was a bit unlike you not to hide behind me,
That's
bud.
what I'm used to too. I was like, what?
Yeah,
That's why I
like,
said the
dude
original time. He keeps on
knows
moving.
I'm gonna protect his ass. I'm gonna
He
protect
keeps
his
on
little
moving behind
ass.
there.
Can I
All
look
right.
at these guys and yell at them? Like, yell them to just piss off? Like, they're
I
not
mean, you
listening.
certainly can.
I gotta be right back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
No
Go
worries.
for it.
You two
No,
have
that's not allowed.
seen literally every single one of you guys just drop. I'm gonna give it to you clean. Leave now. We won't bother you. Just piss off into the forest, and we'll leave it at that. We won't even hunt you down because you ain't winning this fight. You're overestimated what you were gonna be able to do here.
So here's the thing.
Mhm.
This guy here is going to look towards the man over here. And then he'll go ahead and start running this way. He's just going to keep running. You won't actually see where he's gone, but he's run off.
Mhm.
That would bring us to Chester.
They'll molest you.
Damn straight. Yo, so this
You
guy's
are
just gonna
currently
stay there.
locked under a nest or under a net. But you are going to get back your 10 plus initiative. So 10. So, in this case, you are dazed and hazy. You're going to have a lower chance of attempting defenses. But regardless, you still are able to, if you'd like, you and some allies can attempt to pull this off yourself.
I want to use my flame breath to get out of it.
Ah, your flame breath. It's a thing you got.
It's called not brushing your teeth.
Last I remember, you didn't exactly have that. So, not possible for you, but you might have other options.
Okay. Another option like ice breath or
Why don't you give me a memorization?
Dude's,
a memorization?
That's what I
What the
said.
hell power is
dude's
that?
literally just chomps on a mint. He's like, I got ice breath now.
Icebreakers.
Ice breath.
Cool.
Already starting
They
to
don't make
bad.
those anymore. That's old, ain't it?
Oh man, they're
Chester,
not
what's
making
your
them?
plan?
Ah, snap.
I don't know. I don't think I ain't seen him in a while.
Gentlemen, Chester would like to find out what he's doing. Chester, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm next.
No, Chester is currently doing things or not doing things. What is Chester doing?
Okay, I guess I will use my botanic cohort to teleport out of the net.
2.
Infinity and beyond.
Okay, so you're able to
Boom.
find some plants all over the place. That's completely possible. And best of all, on your case, because of the fact that it doesn't target anything, it's just a movement. So burn that 4 energy, and you are where you are.
Okay.
So,
All right. And now this is the guy that threw the net on me, right?
actually, it is. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I am gonna do a little rosebud direction. 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's gonna move there.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna move there. And I want this one to move there.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the 3 of them to do a combined vine attack. But it's not really an attack. They're sort of dragging him down into the dirt with all their vines.
So it's impossible to tell in the rain, but as you kind of whisk yourself from under the net to directly in front of him, and your plants simultaneously dig under the dirt and appear next to him, he has soiled himself. But it's hard to tell in the rain, or the soil that is now covering his head, as he kind of screams and these plants pull him down.
Damn.
But he's currently not visible. I'm sure he's fine.
God damn, we went Evil Dead on him.
You can do this.
Is there anything else you're looking to do, Mr. Grimspeak?
Yeah, I want this one to come right next to me. And then I want to look at the last guy menacingly.
The last guy is all the way over here. Gotcha.
Oh, but he sees me.
Oh, he fucking saw that, yeah.
All right. Anything else you're looking to do then?
Nope.
Fantastic. That's going to bring us to the top of the round. Slag.
How far away from me is he?
Right now,
It's about 20 feet, that.
give or take, yeah.
Yeah. 20
Ooh,
feet.
he's just within range.
Just
Yep.
within range, bud.
So
Go for it.
you're gonna go ahead.
Burn his ass.
Oh no, I got something better.
Oh.
You remember when I turned that one dude into a rabbit?
Oh! Go on, buddy. Go on.
I'm gonna expend 5 energy to try and turn this little bastard into a chicken.
Oh, I'm hungry too. Let's catch his ass.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Catch
So
the
it
dog
is
catcher.
a
I love it.
willpower. It's 10 plus leadership, right? Your leadership is
My leadership is 2 currently.
so that's 12, and his wheel is goldfish. So, what exactly do you say as you're trying to do this?
So you think you can fleece me, try to murder me, and try to murder my cohorts? Well, now you're gonna find out what chicken feels like.
I'm not a chipmunk.
Ah!
As he is transformed into a small chicken.
Alrighty, I didn't like to use. How much energy does it cost to move?
It's going to cost you 2.
I'm gonna use 2 energy and grab him by the neck.
So that's going to cost you 6 to grab him up, but yeah, you can do it. I mean, I'm going to be honest. He's not going to succeed in stopping that.
I'd be shocked
So
if he
you
did,
currently
he's a
have
chicken.
this chicken kind of held by the neck, and it's squawking and kicking.
Anybody hungry?
I am.
I mean, I want
Fuck
to
that
loot his
fucker.
shit because he's got some of my stock I want back. Considering I'm no longer gonna be providing him any ailment relief, and he's gonna be. I'm gonna find out what chicken tastes like.
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go.
And also, we gotta figure out how to stage these bodies to make it look like that Serpentine cult did it.
Oh,
That
yeah,
way, we can
easy.
probably get a little bit further away. Also,
Okay, so here's the thing that you need to remember. You know what? Better yet, give me a memorization.
Oh man, what time is it?
Near completion.
3 o'clock.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Flag. You're going to know that while you can affect their body and how it looks, how it acts, how it responds, it won't harm them while they're in this form. And
Oh, I know.
attempting to harm them in this form will transform him back. He'll
Oh, I
also
know.
be able to attempt to free himself in a moment.
Anyone got a small pot?
I got some pot.
Like a small iron pot or a small metal pot, something small,
I'm sure there's one
fairly
around the
sturdy.
campsite, right?
Yeah, you guys use it for cooking.
There you go.
Alrighty, I'm gonna need some rope and to empty that thing out.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'd like
So,
to.
I'm going to tell it to you like this. Normally, we would still be in combat, but at this moment, I'm enjoying this plot line. I'm gonna take you guys out of combat for this. So, you guys, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your plan?
I'm gonna take him while to over by the campfire where I assume they have the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna shove
Yes,
him full
sir.
body into the pot
Oh.
with the lid and tie the lid down.
Nice.
So he's
I
currently
have.
now
I
he's
was fully
currently
expect
in the pot.
as
Are
a
you putting it
chicken.
over the fire?
No, I'm just
Okay.
gonna wait for it to happen naturally.
Okay.
He's gonna dive
So-
Oh no, it's gonna be much worse. Have you ever seen a balloon expand inside a box?
Oh snap.
So here's the thing. Give me a perception check. All right, Slag. What do we get?
Damn, I was doing good. 7.
Cool. So here's the thing. The first person to reach you guys is the conscience.
Hell yeah.
Who gets back? I was able to remove one of them, but the other one escaped. They're on their way. We need to move now. Leave these things behind.
Shit.
We have no time to pick them up.
You heard him. Bring the
At
pot
least
and let's go.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, bring the pot. I want to see this finish to the
Don't
end.
worry, Conscience. I'll fill you in
You'll
later.
enjoy this. You'll enjoy this.
I'll bring the
remember
pot
the rabbit?
everywhere I go.
You guys all hop onto your Pegasises,
Pegasus, get it right.
and ride off. As you do, you guys notice and will hear the whisking sounds as barbed arrows start to fly towards you. You're all too high at this point.
Sweet.
In the
Yes, sir.
However, I'll let
Please
you
tell
know.
me someone looted the captain.
We
Did you
didn't
have
have a
the
chance.
time?
Fair enough.
So what you'll definitely know is that you can see someone kind of running over to the captain and someone yelling and shouting for someone to come by. However,
Fuck, no one made sure to kill the captain.
I was going to, but then Sam made me make an extra fucking check for it, so I couldn't.
you wanted to see if he was actually dead.
I mean, burned free
You had
energy
to roll
for
treatment.
it, so I couldn't even do anything.
Burn energy, man. It takes time. You're talking about a 6-second span of time. How much time do you think you had to check the captain? Moving on with our lives. So, what you will hear is right next to Slag. As
I was
a mortal shape has now appeared inside the pot, and it is suddenly heavier.
So I got
The
to toss that
Pegasus
ticket
doesn't.
now, man.
Pegasus does not seem to enjoy the extra weight.
at least we got something to loot.
Are you attempting to open this pot to pull out whatever's in there?
Oh hell no, I ain't opening it up in the middle of the air.
Oh, okay. So are we keeping it?
Oh yeah, we keeping it.
Okay. Your Pegasus is going to be the slowest of the group. But yeah, you guys can move on with it.
Cool.
Just understand, you're currently carrying 3 bodies on that poor Pegasus.
Oh no, as soon as we land, I'm dumping it out, getting what we can, and then leaving it in the woods for whatever wants it.
Cool. Now here's the question I have for you guys. How far are you flying off?
As far as we can.
As far as the horses will allow, or just as far as you can?
No,
As far as the horses will allow.
Yep.
So you're still in the rain, and it's only about an hour or so left before this storm finally clears up. However, they have been riding for quite a while. You've gotten only a little bit further than you already were at. At this point,
Didn't we rest
yes,
for ages? They had hours. They had 5 hours of rest.
Yeah, we had 5 hours.
they did in the storm, correct. But remember, we're talking about taking time to eat and taking time to rest. All those things are happening in this storm. Not a great place to rest. But I will let you know, you're probably able to get yourselves you've probably got about a day and a half left. If you ride hard, you might be able to make it to Fort Coffin in time. Speaking of that, once you finally do come to rest, and you open up this, this unique pot of bones and flesh, first things first, Slag, you're going to find a couple things in there. The big one is actually going to be roll 1d10 for me.
$10.
So you're going to find 14 silver in there, which is all yours.
Score!
You're going to find a crossbow. It's a heavy crossbow, but it seems to have a couple barbed arrows. There's about 6 or 7 of them left. Looks like a couple of them got crushed. So when you look over them, you're able to at least pull out 2 safely without destroying them. You're also going to find 1 additional capsule that you haven't exactly seen, quote unquote, before, but if you take some time, you might be able to figure out what it is if you're careful. The other thing you'll find is 4 pills. They seem herbal in nature, but they're not yours.
Can I see? Can I check to see if I know who might have made them?
So in this case, let me make sure I get it right. You can give me one of these kind. Oh, give me a wild check for the pills, and then you can give me a technology expertise for, well, the capsule. Now here's the thing. I'll let you know. For the pills, you won't have any issue, but for the capsule, if you're not careful, you might not like what happens because you're not sure what it is.
Do I still have those D10, or was that just for combat?
It lasted for a minute. You guys have been flying for a bit.
Okay, never mind then. So I got a 5 for the pills.
You don't know what they are. You recognize that they're not yours. You recognize that they seem packed and almost like they're processed, but you've never seen them before yourself.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try and see what I get for the capsule. Yeah, I got nothing for the capsule.
As you
I got a 1.
kind of work with this capsule and mess with it a little bit, you're going to hear it burst open and expand. And you're going to take 5 agony as you are covered in a net that electrocutes you. You guys are able to get it off you, but you are going to take that 5.
Okay, yeah, now that was my dumb fault. I should have thought that through a little bit.
However, you are only going to technically take 3 because you have 2 armor. But you guys are going to be able to pull that off you.
Hey, free net.
It's no longer in the correct setup, so messing with it and trying to put it back in isn't exactly going to be
Didn't say put it back in, he
easy.
just said free net.
Oh, well, in that case, you can certainly continue to electrocute yourself as you hold it. I mean, it's your choice. I'll be honest. Inside the net, inside this capsule, it wasn't doing anything to you, but outside of it, it seems to be active and giving off electricity. So, anything else you want to do before we head on? Flag?
Not currently.
Cool. So, about a day and a half journey away from Fort Coffin is where you currently are. Your horses, while you say we had a 5-hour rest, you are right, but that was after you spent most of the day riding along. So, in this case, your horses are exhausted. They're tired. And you're probably going to end up needing more food and possibly more time to get them back on their feet and ready to go. That also means you might have to push them really hard to make it to this next leg without, well, missing your deadline.
I mean, at this point, we really don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, here's my thing. You know what? Let's find out this before we get out. How many people are actually controlling? Who's riding each Pegasus?
I'm riding
Who's
bitch
got the
seat with the
reins of
tree.
which? Okay, so that means Chester's riding one, and Chester's leading one.
I'm
Yeah.
leading the other, and my conscience is on maybe last.
Okay. So I need from Chester and Kyber a wild expertise.
Good thing I put something into it.
And your conscience.
Can I help with the wild?
There we go, 20. So glad I put
Fantastic.
something into it.
All right. Chester, that's yours, right? Okay. All right. And now the last thing I need to find out is about your conscience. So you want your conscience to keep up with you on this, right?
No, I want him to go ahead, actually. I have decided I want him to go ahead and find the woman and tell her she's to wait there because we are on the way. And that
So
she is not to leave.
you
without
guys are probably about an hour out. I'm going to let you know, in this case, we're going to go through your full rest cycle. You're going to get back your maximum energy. You're going to get back your maximum grit. You are going to get back 2 plus your vigor in life force. Kyber on your end, yeah, you're going to get back that 2 durability. All right. So, same thing, Yuki.
Do we get back morale?
No.
You're going to get 1 morale in this case.
I get back what?
So, you're going to get back your maximum energy.
Finally, maximum grit.
Correct. And you didn't take any damage to your life force, so nothing to worry about on that end. You are going to get
What
that
about
morale.
morale?
You're going to get 1. Yes, sir.
So I got
Yes,
2
sir.
now.
No, one.
No. I think it was. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't do that wrong. Survey says.
I thought he said something else.
No, I did say 1, but I want to make sure I got. Yeah, 1 morale. All right, great. So, about an hour out, you're actually going to fly past your conscience. Kyber, you'll notice him down there, but the first thing you'll notice is that Chester and Slag go straight down. I need both of you guys to do me a favor, and you're going to give me acrobatics checks. As your Pegasus has gone beyond its limit and has passed flight. So the
21.
2 of you
Good shit.
are able to weasel your way into a set of trees as your Pegasus lands into a tree. You're able to climb down, and the rest of you come back around. This Pegasus is gone. It's done. There's not much saving, or beating a dead horse any further than you already have. You are currently down to 2. However, upon reaching the woods, your conscience waves you over. I'm starting to think you wrote it too hard.
They certainly did.
Yeah, we didn't have much of a choice.
Lost mine as well.
Fine. Take mine. Go into the city, find this woman, and tell her she is not to leave without us. And say that is an order. She is not to leave us behind.
I don't think wording that way would be such a good idea. Just say we ran into a bit of
Neither
trouble.
do I, you idiots. She says as she comes around a tree. Can a woman not piss in peace? What took you all so
Well,
long?
I guess there is a
Slag.
god.
Oh, Slag, you're alive. Hey.
Yeah, hey, question. Was it before or after you left the city that you didn't realize to tell me that there was a fucking cult in it?
I didn't realize they were that big. I understood that there was a
So
couple of them
before,
there. Yeah, probably. But
and
hey,
you
look at
didn't
you.
think to tell me?
Hey, so
She kind of
left you in
brushes
the
down
dirt as well.
she kind of brushes down your outfit. Yeah, but you're alive. I mean, look, you got your setup. I
Gonna
got you a
cost you
couple of new
extra gold for this
contacts. Oh, please. Let's be fair. I got you the horses, which she kind of looks up at the tree. Clearly, you owe me for. So we'll call it even.
I point to them saying,
Mm,
you owe them. You also owe me.
right. That's why I'm bringing you along with us. Don't you want to get out of here as well?
I mean, considering I got twisted up in this bullshit, I kind of don't have a choice. Gotta restart my operation somewhere where I didn't get threatened for killing a fucking captain.
You guys dragged him into that too.
Oh no, I was kind of
Oh,
happy because I got someone.
No, he entered of his own militia. Kind of helped us out.
They ain't wrong. I mean, I did kill a god.
I mean, he talked back to
I,
you, man. He kind of had it coming.
I don't even
He
want to
talked to me, yeah.
begin to ask why or how or what do you mean by a god? But you know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. We have about an hour. Let's get into town and we'll see what we can do about stocking up because I was not prepared to buy a whole new set of traveling. And, you killed my. You know how much those are worth?
And do you know
I
how
mean, they
much
look
we've
like
been
good
through to
eating.
get here? I think we're calling it even.
Why did I agree to call it even? Fine, whatever. Let's just get into town before one of you kills one of the other. Oh, baby. She kind of runs over to it. It looks exhausted. Okay, nobody's riding this one. Ah, nobody's riding this one.
You're welcome I kept
I
it
passed her my
alive,
last
but okay.
invigorating elixir.
So you're giving this to your Pegasus?
He's giving it to Pegasus.
Yes, because honestly, I've ridden horses. Yeah, they deserve it.
Oh, damn straight.
So, giving as you give this to it, it drinks it up. Go ahead and burn it off. But as it drinks this up, it kind of trots a little bit, shakes its wings off. She looks at you. Okay, fine. She hands you 1 gold. Now we're even.
I mean, I was just doing that out of my goodness of heart. I
Don't make
didn't
me
need
take it
that, but
back.
thank
Don't make
you.
me take it back. Don't make me take it back.
Come on, let's just go.
Do I
So
get to
you
keep
get
my rosebuds?
Yes.
your rosebuds are alive. How many did you have out there?
He's got 5.
4.
Isn't he?
5.
No, he has 4.
Is it?
4?
I think it was 4. Yeah,
The
they're
one that
still
was
alive.
with the ones that was with the conscience came back to us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
So you got 4 rosebuds with you. Yes, definitely. Now they're not
Alright.
all that
I'm going to
yeah.
go greet Cassandra and give her a rose.
One of the rosebuds goes meep, and she's like, "Huh, isn't that funny?" And then you hear meep as another rosebud that was next to her that she's been holding on to since you gave it to her a couple days ago kind of looks up and salutes you as well. Are you just going to just keep handing these things to me? I mean, they're cute, but
They can
whatever.
also kill a man.
They're also good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go. She kind of puts them both in her coat, and you hear. But that in front of Fort Coffin is where we will end our session. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor and a pleasure having you all here to watch whatever crazy nonsense gets cooked up. So many things happened here. Slag nearly blew off a perfect plan without a hitch. Nearly. A bunch of people died. People were put in danger and then came back from it perfectly fine. I mean, honestly, I think you had a pretty good life. Pretty good life. And look at that. You found Cassandra. Everything should be fine. So, we're going to take a moment and pull away from you guys to somewhere about a half a day's journey away, where a captain you did not kill is riding with a group. It seems their group has gotten larger. Call ahead. Make sure we set up. My guess, they're heading to the wilds. And once they get there, there's nothing we can do. So we're going to stop them before they get there. Do me a favor. Get one of those creatures on it. Let's at least slow them down. Yes, sir. So, until next time, guys, just remember, if you've enjoyed your time here, please do remember to leave us a like on this channel. Follow us over here on YouTube side. When this pops up, please leave a like over there. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to High Tier Gaming. Make sure to hit that bell button to receive uploads when we get new content, because you know we're going to be doing it all the time. Of course, there's also links in there to Shadows of Neon, Jay's band. And they've got 2 songs up and another one or two on the way currently.
3 on the way.
Another 3. They are building an army of songs. A song army. A sarmy, if you will.
An album.
Yes,
Oh.
building an album. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you to the other musician that is here that knows.
Listen, Sarmy sounded cooler, so screw you guys.
Yeah,
Whatever.
We're building an
So-
album, guys.
But they are going to continue to get those out there to you. They're currently on Spotify and basically wherever else you'll hear
Spotify,
music.
iTunes, all your other backwards
YouTube
ones,
Music.
Amazon Music. I don't know. I think we're
You
on
don't know
YouTube
about it?
Music as well.
I use YouTube Music.
Is that where you
That's what I
heard it?
use.
There you go. So we're most likely on there as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as like Spotify and shit.
We're most
That's
likely
fair.
on that. I think I saw
iTunes.
that on there. I'm not sure. But yes. Thank you for joining us, guys, and we will see you in the next episode. Until then, peace.
Take it easy, guys.